Yay, I'll be able to hear the sounds that you play now.
Yes.
I'm not.
Well, everybody, welcome to the second session of the Cosmo Eternum campaign.
Roblox, yeah.
It is a cloudy, snowy morning. You guys have just woken up. The last session, you guys began in the Ardra's prison, each of you being arrested for your own foul deeds. A price being set for bail. You had been sitting, almost rotting in prison for a few months for some of you, only a few days for others. But at the beginning of the session, each one of you was introduced as various individuals. You waited a bit of time in the morning as you began preparing yourself for the day. A woman by the I hate you. I hate you. You're stupid, you're dumb, and I hate you. Get out of my sight.
Oh, it's funny. It's
All
funny.
right.
What?
Soon, a woman by the name of Elisar entered the prison. She was there to seemingly pay all of your bails. She needed you for some reason, which you would soon come to find out. You had a small bit of conversation over the idea of some sort of prophecy that was given to Elisar. She explained that she was in need of your all's help in this endeavor to stop this unforeseen calamity. You guys had your bails paid and you were released post haste. You guys eventually made your way to a location known as the Waterworm Tavern. In the Waterworm Tavern, you met the owner and head bartender of the Waterworm, known as Araphia. As some of you noticed, a ashen nymph woman who had been alive for upwards of 250 years or so. Almost around the beginning of the country itself. Eventually, you guys found yourselves some drink and food and had some decent conversation. Where you all had come from, how you were all arrested, and had even more questions for Elisar and her reasons for choosing you all as individuals. Eventually, Lou, you and a few other individuals went to visit the location of your lost items, eventually finding them on the coast side of Port Artres. You were unable to move it as it seemed that it had been damaged by something. Lou, you were only aware of the damage that had occurred to it. But being unable to move it, you return to the Waterworm Tavern and begin taking rests. During this time, Malric, you had a conversation with Kellamvor. You prayed to him, asked for strength to continue on, and he gave you a little bit of advice. Following that, Lou, you talked to Yerk. A very hot and heavy confrontation with the bird folk in your private rooms. You asked about the firearm that was in his possession and how he came by it. Seeming as he had limited information as to where it came from or how to use it, he did eventually produce some information and schematics that were written down describing how to manufacture casings and bullets, cartridges for it. Eventually, you guys went to bed and found some restful slumber. In the morning, right before you woke up, Elisar, you were pulled to a location that I am not going to name. And you talked to a few individuals, mainly a woman by the name of Vanessa, or as you know her as Vinsale. You as well talked to three young girls in a room very resemblant to like a child's playroom. Of course, you know who these are, but I will not mention it in the open. Following that, you join the rest of the group outside in the tavern. You guys decided that it was best to begin your day walking around the city. You had some goals in mind and wanted to do a bit of shopping as well as just see the city in general. During this time, Zara, you started feeling nauseous and sick and ended up passing out. You were brought to what seemed to be a very decrepit and rotten office building of sorts.
Mhm.
You met with an individual by the name of Zarthal, who claimed to be known by many different names, mainly the Angel of Death, the Grim Reaper, and various other names. He told you and informed you that you in fact had died, and that seems your father or parents or something of the like had made a deal for your soul to save you. Parts of that deal being that you would work with Zarthal and collect souls for him as a Reaper yourself. Being very confused about the details and not really given time to understand what was going on, you simply went with it. You were given a scythe and a few powers, and you left the room. That brings us to the beginning of Session 2. The date is February 18th, 75 post-transference. Zara, you immediately shoot awake on the ground, breathing heavy, the snow gently falling onto you. The rest of the party is surrounding you. What do they see as you wake up?
They see me just pretty much in shock of what I just saw and heard, and me panicking and, like you said, breathing super heavily, looking around as if I don't understand where I'm at now at this time. Um, and then I want to say at this time they're starting to see a little more of, how do you say it, like skin is like see through a bit, not fully gone, but it's almost like
Transparent.
transparent.
Translucent.
Easy,
just-
love, easy. You're still among people you. No, I wouldn't say
What?
friendly. But
Where's that man? Did anybody see that man?
You were the only one that saw it seems.
I don't know what's happening. I don't. Did you all see what happened to me before I woke up?
You just collapsed. Talk me through what happened.
Drop
Maybe we
dead.
can make some sense of it together.
So
God, I love
I-
this southern woman.
I know I do. I just remember feeling a little sick and warm, and then I just saw black. And when seemed like I woke up in this place that seemed almost familiar, but it was hard to tell. It was dark, and it was just like almost like it was caving in on itself. There were so many things that were just like falling off the ceilings, and all I saw was this door straight ahead when I kind of sat up, and I felt drawn to that door. And so I ended up walking into that door and meeting someone that felt, like I said, familiar, just like the place. His name was oh god, it's it's coming to me out. I'm sorry, I'm just confused on what's happening.
It's all right. It's all right. Just take a deep breath.
It-
DM.
Zarthal, I think.
Everybody go
And
ahead and roll a history check.
Damn it, see.
Actually, this would be religion. Roll a religion check.
religion. Okay. Me too, or everybody else?
You as well.
13. 13.
8 on the
LSR,
Oh my
of course,
so
rolling the 23.
11.
I don't believe
That was
in
a
I don't
natural.
believe in death.
That was a natural 20. All right.
I got 11 too.
And
I got a 19, so.
you got a 19.
Yeah.
So
Getting deep.
LSR and Rowan, you two have done extensive research. Rowan, specifically when it comes to overall workings of governments, societies, things that you have been charged with learning about under Centurio. And LSR, just with your vast knowledge of the world, you two would immediately recognize the name of Zarthal as the second eldest Archangel, otherwise known as the Archangel of Death, or the Grim Reaper, or Death himself.
Can I continue?
Yes, you can continue. Just that is information for LSR and Rowan.
Whiskey, you had a question?
Sorry, I'm also cleaning. Rowan kind of takes it back when he hears the name, almost surprised, and yet thinking that she's a little insane for it. And I speak. You were saying you saw the angel of death.
I mean, he didn't go by that. He just he goes by Zarthal, and I don't know what this means.
Stop saying his name. Do not say his. Do not speak that name.
Okay, well, this man or creature or whatever this person is, he says that I died. Did I die? Do you all think that I died, Michael?
That was going to be my question, DM. Is Lou would have
You still look
checked
like
up
shit.
on her? Would she have like noticed that like no pulse was there? Or...
Roll a medicine check as you were kind of checking over her body as she's getting up from the ground.
Unnatural one.
I'm holding her like a
Oh, no.
child.
Well,
Come
that's an unnatural one with your -2.
Fucking negative two in wisdom.
Looks like she's breathing.
I
Okay.
can't tell if you've died before. You're breathing right now, so that's the best I say I can get. But
Well,
gathering-
this thing it
Hang
says
on,
it
hang on.
says I died.
Easy. Gathering knowledge
Rowan,
from what
stop.
everybody else has said, it sounds like you met the Grim Reaper.
Mhm.
You might have
Rowan,
actually had
stop.
died and
Gulp.
didn't realize it.
Well,
Mhm.
I mean, I feel very much alive right now, and as I look down and I'm looking around at myself, I notice my skin is translucent.
You,
What?
as an
What is
individual,
going on?
you can all, Zara, you also notice that you had always kind of been pale.
Right.
Now you're starting to notice, like, you can see the veins, the faint outline of bones and muscles. You kind of look under your sleeves and you see little tears in your skin that seem to be appearing and then healing. You kind of get super self-aware of it. You feel your body decomposing and healing itself.
Ew.
I know. Like, ew, gross.
Yeah.
You got maggots coming out of your skin. No.
Bug writhing
Bug in my
underneath
skin.
writhing underneath your skin is the best way to describe it.
Okay. As I'm
Hey,
looking
Z, I
down.
got
Oh, go ahead.
I just had a question for the DM.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
This might sound weird, but is there any slurs for the mentally insane? Like a saying in slurs, or not in slurs, but in Sarconia for the mentally insane.
Best term is someone that's feeble-minded.
Are you calling me feeble-minded, Whiskey?
Yes. Well, Ronan.
I just
I'm
died.
not.
And you know who Zarthal is. And how would you call me feeble-minded? Anyways, I'm offended. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna have to mute for a bit.
Gotcha.
Oh, banned.
And I was gonna go a certain way with this, but now I'm kind of backtracking. So I'm looking down, and I notice that everyone's kind of feeling assured of my well-being, and notice that they're kind of looking away at this point. I'm looking, like you said, at my under my clothing, noticing my skin looks different, and I get really anxious about it, and I cover it right back up because I don't want them to see it yet, because I'm still trying to figure it out myself. So I just stand up, and I'm kind of wobbly on my feet, kind of still kind of lightheaded, trying to understand, everything that just happened. But
You would all
we'll
know,
see.
Easy.
as a group, you would all notice that as she is getting up, you look on the ground and you see next to her. You can't quite remember whether she had it or not, but it looks like there is a walking stick on the ground. A very finely crafted. If you guys know what witchwood is or wormwood, it's that
Oh.
very like contorted, almost weaved wood pattern. Very very
Mhm.
dark, almost gray ashen wood, and you see silver bindings across the walking stick. And at the top, there is this just dark red, almost ruby crystal embedded in kind of the top contortion of the wood, and it is just laying on the ground next to her.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, after all the knowledge we gained from it, it seems like you might have agreed to something when your conversation with this Reaper. Because it looks like he left you something.
You would look on the ground, Zara, and see the staff from your dream.
I look down in the snow, and I see that's the staff, and I just stare at it for a bit, just trying, to remember exactly what Zarthal had told me, what my new mission in life was going to be. And I kind of close my eyes in disappointment a little bit, kind of nervous, but also feel this like small of excitement in me that I just can't, understand where it's coming from, even feeling all the other feelings on top of that. But I pick it up and grab it, and I look at Rowan because, Rowan is very adamant on me not saying the name.
Mi-
Rowan,
Mr. Zarthal, is there any words or messages or a single message that she would get when picking up this staff?
oh, I didn't even know he was in here.
Good.
JC is in here.
Oh, he is. I don't think he can talk.
Probably not.
Return the slab.
Return the slab.
Return the slug.
You're too late.
Well, as he's muted, as you pick up the staff, Zara, you hear a voice in your head. Time to get to work. Don't be late. As this voice echoes through your mind, you feel a connection with this staff. As the crystal, you see it slowly, faintly begin to glow. You feel this surge of energy through your body.
So the energy that I'm feeling from in my body, is it like a specific feeling to it that I'm supposed to be feeling, or is it just like just an energy feeling?
You feel this surge of energy through your body, almost like a robust sense of vigor that fills your body, sense of energy
Okay.
and power.
Okay. And it makes me feel a little better than what
Yeah.
I just felt. Okay.
Yeah, it calms your nerves. You seem more level-headed.
Oh, okay, that's good. I look around because I do hear the voice, but I still don't know where it's coming from. I know the voice. It's just I'm surprised I'm hearing it. Now that I'm awake.
Yeah.
So Rowan, what is it about the name of the person that you do not, or creature that you don't want me to speak of? What is it that you know about? What about that person? Rowan?
He's muted right now.
He probably
Sorry,
shot.
I'm back. I was cleaning. What's up? What's going on?
Oh. No, I was asking, like, you don't want me to say this creature's name, and I was asking, what do you know about this creature, and why you don't want me to speak of the name?
God damn it. Oh, one memento. Hold on. Alright. Fucking hate cleaning.
It's okay. Take your time.
I can also answer if needed.
V, can you answer, please?
Yeah. Go ahead and mute. I'll answer in character.
Can't he just DM you what he wants to say?
So,
Complaining and
well, I've got a general idea. So Rowan looks at you. All I know about the name is it's a foul name associated with the Grim Reaper, and it's known that, well, he deals with everything death related, and I don't know if it's good to call upon that name and bring that energy into the world, especially around you.
okay.
Or me.
Whiskey, mute yourself.
Sorry.
Confuse me.
And I will
No
roll,
blame.
roll for Yerk as well. That's a pretty decent roll. Yerk pipes up. I think I have a little bit of knowledge as well.
And what is that? What do you have?
From what I've heard from Whiskey, can you please mute real quick? We're getting echo. From what I've heard from my parents, it seems that he is the one of the fallen angels. They try not to speak his name unless it is like funeral rites. It just seems that he's not seen as like the most good person.
Well, I don't know if he's a good or bad person. He knew my parents, and he knew of my parents, and he knew a little bit about my parents that he wasn't able to tell me much. And I'm hoping to have him reconnect me with them in some way, to get some answers on what happened. But he says that I have to carry out some kind of tasks, and these tasks kind of are a little bit much for me to think about right now. But I don't know.
A majority of knowledge.
I have a lot to think about, but I
That's
think we should get moving along.
That's understandable. I mean, I don't want to implement anything, but if it's the Lord of Death that says he knows your parents, I mean, likelihood they could be dead. Just because of, his whole ordeal. I don't know if your parents ever dealt with, you know, divine intervention as being Grim Reapers themselves or whatever they used to work for him. I mean, that's something, you privy knowledge to more than me, but that's just what I'm gathering and putting my 2 cents in.
Well, as I kind of look down and kind of shame a little bit, uh, my family, we've done a lot of things that are unthinkable things to others, and definitely had a lot of death around our home and just around us as people. So it kind of makes sense, but it also doesn't. Something's not making sense. Something's not making sense on what happened at our home when they died. And I'm trying to find out. exactly what I was trying to do, and I ended up in that prison. And now we're here, and he knows something about my parents, and I have this familiar feeling with this creature, but I'll find out. I think what I need to do is try to understand the task that he's asking and get wherever we need to be, and I don't want to hold us up anymore.
No holding up whatsoever. Something new came about, and
Yeah.
we're here to help make sense of it as much as we can. But don't let your parents' disappearance or whatever, the knowledge that he has of your parents, let him keep control over you. Don't be afraid to make your own decisions yourself.
Yerk would kind of pipe up at this point as you guys are talking. I don't mean to interrupt. Do you think we could ask Elisar about this? I mean, seems like he looks at Elisar. Seems like you've been around a bit. Do you have any knowledge of what Zara's talking about?
Well, as you said, she basically talked to death. But oh, he's death. He's kind of in charge of death. It's kind of the
Don't worry to say if you don't know anything specifically. I understand, being around for so long, you still learn things you might not have realized even after being alive for so long.
yeah, but you tend to know death. But it seems that our friend here is now basically on his payroll.
Well, he did say that I have tasks to do that require me to take souls of some sort, whatever that means.
So although you didn't do it from how it sounds, the way it works is, which AJ, you said I know pretty much everything. Okay. Well, so your soul was sold. Although you did not do it, your soul was effectively sold for you to continue to live on this plane. When you die, sometimes you're given the option of you can be dead forever, or you can come back, but as a little reaper. Not to the extent of the Grim Reaper, but think like a diet reaper.
Diet reaper. The fiction.
So what he's saying is basically a soul for a soul. He has yours. So in exchange for doing that and giving you powers and being able to quote unquote live, your job is to give him souls, which basically means killing people.
Does that and I'm sorry I'm asking so many questions. It's just he didn't give me enough time to ask.
Yeah, he's a real vague guy.
Is
It's
it
good.
Is it souls that he's needing, any souls, like even innocent people? Because that's not what my family's used to. That's not what I was grown up on. It's
It's
not.
a soul, so it can't be, a deer or a squirrel. It needs to be like a human, an elf, or something humanoid. But it doesn't necessarily have to be innocent. It just has to be a soul. So, say you are getting attacked by someone and you kill them, that can count as your soul for the day. Or if you're getting down bad and owe them some souls, then yeah, you might have to start slitting some people's throats.
That raises more questions on why my parents, because he specifically said that my parents did this, that they were the ones that worked this out for me to be this way if something was to happen to me. So just a lot of secrets as I look at Malric. Did you know about this? Were you not gonna tell me?
No, I didn't know anything about this.
You had no inkling that my parents had promised my soul to death themselves. I highly doubt that you didn't know that.
Well, your status or not, or however you got your status, you got it. So, from the way it looks, effective immediately, you gotta harvest a soul a day.
As I look at Malric. Look at Malric.
Otherwise, things can get stinky. Because Zarthal doesn't like it when you owe him stuff and you don't give him what he's owed. Because, I mean, he's literally death.
Well, if that's what I have to do, then I'll do it. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with this as I raise my coat to show off my arm that has skin kind of hanging off of it, translucent to everyone.
Whoa.
Good.
So as you guys look, as she kind of shows her arms and skin and whatnot, you start to remember the smell that you had originally clocked being around Zara. And it now makes sense. What you see is basically a body covered in skin that is in a constant state of decomposition and healing, rotting to its fully extent down to the bone, and then you see the muscle fibers, sinew, fat layers, and skin re-healing over on top, scarred and disheveled. Now kind of know where that smell that kind of surrounds her all the time is coming from.
Am I gonna stink all the time? That's just my natural at this. Okay, I wondered. Okay.
Well, by your constant decay and healing, from what we can tell, it's gonna be a constant smell.
Well, that's just wonderful. Everybody loves to see a teenage kid walking around stinky, I guess. It makes sense now. It makes sense, Malric. All those years, you complaining about me.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So, I guess wherever we come upon, whatever place we come to, I'm going to try my best to do the tasks at hand, but not saying I'm going to be an expert. I've been locked away for a while, so it's been a little rusty, I'm sure.
Hey, as long as you get paid for it. Hey.
That thing, I don't know if I get paid. We didn't get that far.
Your payment is getting to stay on this plane.
Yeah, that was what I was getting pretty much from the conversation. Didn't talk about payment at all, but you know, that's another task at hand. It looks like I have a new mission.
So as you guys begin standing up and kind of getting yourselves back together, what is it that you all are planning to do? Now that you're standing in the streets of Port Ardres, you see people walking around kind of sharing a questioning glance at your party standing in the roadway. You see the various Dragonel carts being drawn past. You see small groups of children running around playing with the pseudo-dragons that are flying around the city. You found yourself in a bustling port city. What do you all wish to do now that your day has begun?
Well, the thing I'm going to do is I need to go check on my stuff. So that's what
I'm gonna go with
doing.
I'll head with you.
I think I'm going to go. Gonna go. Trying to figure out where I want to go. I think I'm gonna go to town hall.
To the town hall?
Yeah.
I'll follow. We're off to see the wizard.
All right. So we are going to split the party. Let's go.
Split the party, split the party, split the party.
Oh yeah, party.
It's his favorite thing.
The party has been split. Wait, what is what's her name? The wizard.
Elisar.
Elisar.
And
What
what
is she
does
gonna do?
Malric think with seeing Zara like this?
Hmm. Shocked, surprised, worried,
His bees are wildered.
confused.
Just be so.
Yeah. She stares at me, my eyes are fucking wide, like what the fuck?
Can this kid get any weirder?
Literally.
It can and it will.
So who is going with party 1 to go check out Lou's supplies?
I know Rowan's going.
Rowan's going.
You're
So Rowan and Lou, and then everyone else is going with Nova to the town hall.
Yes. Yeah.
Elisar, which group are you joining?
Let's do the second.
What?
only two fucking people.
I'll do the second.
To the town hall, or?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
You don't care. She's tired of being old.
She doesn't want to play D&D.
Only two fucking people, man.
She wants to play with her ball of yarn. Cat.
So, as party 1, Lou and Rowan begin walking towards the east side or the west side of the town, you guys kind of break off around the town hall as you are traveling down the road. As you approach the town hall, you see outside is a sprawling marketplace of various stalls, goods, and various services being sold and bartered and traded within the central marketplace of the city. At the center of which you see a very large stone and marble building. It looks very much like a government institution, like a big bank. But as you walk up, there are various people selling foods, supplies, clothing, tools, things of that nature. But as the first party begins walking up towards the town hall, the others break off and begin heading west. We're going to start with the party entering the town hall. As you guys enter, you guys see slews of people, various other groups of adventurers, merchants, traders, and the like, all gathering outside, sharing paperwork, sharing various different other tasks. You see people looking at quest paperwork, documents, trading bags of coins, materials, things of that nature. But as you guys enter the actual building, you see what looks to be like a bank-style lobby. There is a counter up in front of you towards the back of the room. There are 4 or 5 individuals sitting at various booths. There are lines protruding out into the general courtyard. People are talking to some of the stewards. And above, about 20 feet above, you see what looks to be a desk and chair in which there's an individual sitting in. You can assume this is probably the lawmaster. So as you walk in, you look up towards the lawmaster's pedestal above the town hall, and you see a tall and slender half-dragon furled wings. You see pale blue scales with stark white frills around the head. You see fine white and gold dress, almost like judge's dress, with implements of studded leather armor. As you enter, it is immediately a bustling environment of talking groups and various individuals going about their daily tasks. What is it that you wish to do now that you are in the town hall?
Well, so my thought process going to the town hall is like, I'm looking for like people that are doing things that they're not supposed to do when it comes to the law making. So doing things outside of the norm of, you know, making those laws and almost not following them themselves. So trying to hear like conversations going on, stuff like that, being kind of investigating. Because
Gotcha.
I think
Already hit
Zara's
ripples.
goal Zara's goal is to kill someone, but she wants to do more evil people versus innocent people. So she thinks that's where she's gonna find a couple of them at the town hall. She's lurking.
Gotcha. So go ahead, roll a perception check as you were entering the town hall.
All of us, or just
Zara specifically, because she's wanting to see something specific.
Okay. And you said what? Roll what?
Perception.
A 4.
A 4. With a 4, you're kind of overwhelmed with the amount of people that are around. It's kind of throwing you off. Considering the experience that you just had, you're a little bewildered and your mind is kind of scatterbrained, so it's a little hard to focus on the goings about of other people. In this room, there are probably about 80 to 100 people all gathering around, talking, sitting, trading. It's kind of hard to focus. You don't really see much.
Okay. So
Lou and Elisar, what are you doing as you guys are entering? Or Lou's not there. Never mind. Malric and Elisar.
just tailing Zara.
Gotcha.
Get it? Tailing.
Oh.
Cause I got a tail.
All right. I guess Nova, what are you doing now?
so like you said, I'm overwhelmed, so I'm kind of just like looking around like quickly with my eyes, but also trying to keep my composure, also trying to keep myself covered because I mean, you know, my skin's falling off and coming back to me. Don't want to freak people out. Um, but I'm like slowly walking by people again, trying to just be stealthy and kind of hear conversations and kind of just take in the environment, people watching at this point.
Gotcha. About this point, as you guys are kind of wandering about, an individual walks up, dragonborn fellow, dressed in a very fine white and gold suit, approaches you, dark silvered scales. He walks up and approaches. Is there something I can help you all with? Are you looking to gather quests, do some banking? What is it that you're here for? I might be able to help you.
I think I'm just looking around, just enjoying the day, and I just happened to stumble upon here and just enjoying the people. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Are you all new to the city?
Uh, yes, we are.
Are you a part of the Merchants Guild and Adventurers Guild?
No, not part of any guild. Just a couple people just looking around, hanging around different cities, just exploring. So I guess we're just explorers.
All right. Well, if you're looking to do any trading or official adventuring of the sorts, the town hall does offer registry for any merchants or adventuring parties that you wish to be a part of, as well as we do banking and anything else of the like that you may need in regards to working around the city. So feel free to ask one of our associates and they can get you all signed up. And if you need a map or locations around the city, we can also help you with that.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
And he nods and begins walking off.
Let's see. Are we able to move locations as well, or do we have to stay where we're at?
You don't have to stay where you're at. You can go anywhere you want.
I don't know why I would want to do this, but I'm thinking about moving to Ardra's prison area.
All right. You guys can begin moving over there if you wish to do that as a party.
Okay.
More.
So, Mauer, is there anywhere else in the town hall you would like to look around, or are you okay moving about to our next place? I have a lot of missions I gotta do, and so I kind of have a little bit of a time crunch since I've lost some of the day.
I'm fine as is.
So you're staying back, or you're wanting to move forward?
Whatever you need to.
Okay. And is it Elazar? You want to stay in the town hall, or did you want to go? My next place I'm looking at is the Ardris prison. I'm not sure if you want to go back there, but
Yeah, we can go there if we need to.
okay. So we all make our way to the Ardris prison as a
So,
party.
as you guys are walking there, I'm going to go ahead and swap to the first party, Lou and Rowan. As you guys make your way to the western walls of the city, as I've kind of described before, you come to these large stone and wood walls that surround the city on this island. On three sides of the city, one side being open to the waters of the Winrand Gulf, you make your way to the western gate. And as you begin walking, you see there are two dragon's guards standing there on either side of the gate. And as you approach, is there something we can help you with?
Yes. We're just exiting the city to check on my stuff that I have left outside the city.
You left stuff outside the city. Do you need help looking for it?
We found it last night, and we should be able to find it again.
All right. Well, just be careful out there. The monsters like to come out and slew during the day. Just make sure to keep yourself safe. Try not to stray too far from the city walls.
If we follow the trail or stick to the beach side, would we be all right?
You should be okay. Just try to avoid the forested areas. The terrain gets a little rough. There are some floating islands above this island as well. And, some of the more avian dragon type creatures like to stalk their prey from above. So just keep your eyes up and be aware.
Thank you for that.
No problem. You guys have safe travels.
You have a safe day.
Try to get back before dark.
Thank you.
Of course. Go ahead, roll survival check to see if you two can find your way back to the items that you lost.
Would there be advantage or anything for remembering where to go?
I'd say you guys could have advantage on that, yeah, as you guys had been there before.
Fucking what? Double tens.
Double tens, that's crazy. And I can go ahead and roll
Bro don't got GPS. He dead.
I can go ahead and roll for Rowan. 15. So you guys had been there previously. So you're getting a little lost. It's terrain that you're not quite used to, Lou. You're losing your vision in the snow and the large pine spruce trees that surround the area. Everything just kind of looks the same. But eventually, Rowan sends his dragon up into the air, and it flies around for a bit, and it lands on his shoulder, seems to whisper something to him. Lou, I think it's over this direction. Follow me. Seems my dragon has found it.
Good. At least it's still there.
So, as you guys begin walking, you trail along the path similar to where you had before, and you approach the area in which it was seen previously. But you're slowly getting concerned. You guys have kind of undug it a bit the previous night to check it. And as you approach, you see there is no longer a box there. You see small shards of metal sheets kind of splayed about. You see a drag mark leading up towards the trail. You see remnants of the box, but it is no longer where you left it.
Dun, dun, dun.
This is where it was last night, Lou, right?
Too stunned to speak.
Lou, are you okay?
You frozen?
I can't tell if Western is.
Oh.
I just need a minute. Do not talk right now.
I'll soon Zeld into the air, see if he can't find any tracks. You see Zeld, the small copper pseudo dragon, fly into the air. And he is going to roll a survival check. Or a perception check.
Who ain't catching a break with this box?
That would be a +3. Natural 1. Jesus.
Huh?
The dragon comes back.
Stupid dragon.
I've got some news. I can 100% tell you that there aren't any trails that lead out. Kind of awkwardly stands there now. Do you think we should tell the other group? Maybe they could help search? Go ahead and roll a perception check for me, Lou. A 4. Alright. You begin frantically looking around, picking up the shards of metal. Seems wherever this box went, whoever has it attempted to open it before deciding it was best to just move it to another location.
Let's just return back.
All right. You begin the slow and defeated walk back to the edges of the city. You eventually make your way back into the walls of the city. Zara, Malric, Elisar, you have arrived back at the walls of the Ardra's prison. The large snow-covered stone walls, the faint memory of cold and deteriorated rooms fill your mind once more. See, there are upwards of 4 or 5 dragons guard outside, half-dragons and dragonborns, and plated silver and gold armor. One walks up to you. Can I help you with something?
Oh, Yeah, it's we're just here for visiting hours. Are we about at a good time?
You can visit. Who is it you are wishing to visit with?
Dang, I didn't think this far. Hold on.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
Yeah, I didn't think I would. Hmm. Trying to see if I can make up a name. What was the name of the guard that would always come to our gate?
Oh, shit. I had whiskey muted. I'm sorry.
You had me muted the whole time?
Yes, I did. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna kill you. God damn it, Z.
You're trying, dude. Focus on your
Ah,
shit.
Sorry.
bullshit.
Oh.
Sorry. No, I'm almost home, so.
So, say that again.
I'm just here for visiting hours. We would like to actually meet with one of the guards.
Is there a specific guard you're wanting to meet with?
Malric, who are your guards? Do you remember?
Not at all. I don't
Dang
care
it.
for it. And didn't realize that we needed to.
Oh. Who left? Oh, JC left. Do we have a name of Malric guards? Or can we just make up a name?
You did have a name. Whether you wrote that down or not.
Quick, roll a history
You
check.
can roll a history check.
Alright. Me or Malric?
Both.
Or both?
All of
Okay.
us.
Why not have the fucking wizard do it?
Where is a history?
I got a one.
Oh, come on.
Sounds about.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
And I got a 6. Lord have mercy, these rolls suck today.
Do you
Jeez.
have a name
Oh,
or?
I don't have a name.
He was a dragon.
He was a dragon.
She kind of looks over her shoulder at all of the guards. You're going to have to be more specific than that. If you don't have a name, I can't let you in.
I don't have a name. I'm trying to think. I don't remember you saying their names though.
I did.
He did.
Like once.
Elisar, do you want to roll a history check? See if you can remember.
Please. Save us.
Deliver. Got a 9.
Elisar, you would know the name of the head prison is Vorshek Calix. He is the head guard of the prison.
I beam that into her head.
Mentally, you hear a name, Vorshek, in your head. Zara.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. There were so many of you all that I could remember. But we're looking to see Vorshek.
And why are you wanting to meet with Vorshek?
Just wanted to talk to him about some interesting information that we have that he might be looking for.
Roll a deception check.
Lord have mercy. Killing me. Deception check. Okay, a 4.
Y'all are rolling like dog ass today.
I do better on my phone.
What do? I just sit there dumbfounded like...
You see her eyes narrow. We can relay a message. What is it that you need to speak with him about?
And can I ask you a question, DM?
Sure.
These specific prison guards know the name Zarthal, if I was to say it. Or like anything within like the Grim Reaper of any sort. Like
Possibly. Probably.
Angel of Death.
Probably.
Okay. And would it be a negative impact if I was to mention?
Probably.
Dang it! Okay. Do I want to Do I want to? You know what? Screw it. Let's make it
Want to
interesting.
what?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So, the message, I guess, that you can relay is that there's a message from the angel of death that I have for him.
The
And if he,
Angel of Death.
yes, he'll know who that is. And if he wants to know the exact message, he can come find me.
I feel like you would be best relaying the message to us, and we will get it to him.
Again, I can't. It has to be from me to him.
And then you will have to wait till he is off work to talk to him. We can't let you into the confounds of the prison. You see, she has this very distrustful look on her face. See, the other guards are
So
kind of
fine.
getting closer to tailing this guard.
Okay. Well, I won't take too much of your time anymore. I appreciate you for listening. We will be on our way.
Of course.
As I turn around and see Malric staring into me, like he's just like, "What the heck are you doing?" And then I just grin really, like sinisterly, half grin. She's feeling it now. She's feeling it with her sight. It's making her feel good. She had something up her sleeve.
I'd say about this time, as you guys are kind of walking away from the prison back towards the center of the town, you see Lou and Rowan meandering around the marketplace. Lou, you would see the rest of the party returning from a different location.
Okay. So I walk up first and I see Lou kind of, upset, obviously. Hey Lou, everything okay? Looking pretty down there.
It's just not.
Okay. I get it. Rowan, what happened? Yerk? Anybody?
We got to the Yerk responds. We got to the location, and it seems like the box has gone missing, as well as the rest of Lou's equipment. It seems somebody had taken it from its spot.
How?
Well,
It's a heavy black box.
right.
Lou, how would somebody move it? Last time we went, you said it was very heavy. We would need a cart to move it.
Never said they were strong
Or me.
enough to do it. That's the only other reason.
How important is this box of yours?
Yeah, what's in it?
If you must know, imagine the power to level a city and take control of a continent.
Say that again?
I said what I said.
Mhm.
The knowledge,
Mhm.
power, and group that I am a part of cannot only take over that city, said country, possibly even the planet.
Oh.
And you lost this box. Don't you think you could have told us about it?
We would have went with you.
It is under security measures that are not. It's not going to be able to be operated without a key. That I
So
currently
much for
possess.
security. We would have lost it. Do you even have the key?
I have the key. They are not able to operate it, and even if they are able to open it, it would not work. If they try to recreate it, they are certainly not smart enough to recreate it. The most they see it as scrap metal. It's not
Well,
easy to rebuild and repair such delicate machinery either.
Well, did they
so
drag it, or was there no trail left?
Uncertain, we were unable to find any.
So you say that whoever found it would see it as scrap metal, but if then, why would they want to take it?
Money, obviously.
I see.
These people seem like the type to take stuff that ain't theirs and sell it for whatever.
Well, I would sure love to meet these people then.
Do you think we should aid, or have the rest of the party aid in searching the surrounding area? Maybe find tracks or signs?
Of
I'm
course,
not.
Birdman. Are you dumb? That thing can level a city.
I know that. I was just asking if you wish to join us in looking for it.
Yes, Yerd.
Don't,
We can go
don't
ahead.
think we have any other way.
Don't mind Malvern. I think he's just upset with me.
All right. He kind of trails a little bit behind Lou and is just kind of squinting eyes at Malric.
I flick my tongue. I just. Yeah.
Well, we can show you the way if needed.
We'll follow you.
All right. You guys spend the better part of about an hour walking down the location. As you exit the city once again, the guards wave you on. The outside of the city is very different. It's vast, expansive. This island, you look off the coast side and you can see for miles of just waters. You can barely make out the faint semblance of floating islands and mountainous terrain off in the distance. You see small shipping vessels and some larger disappearing over the horizon. But you eventually find your way to the rock and stone coastline of the island of Ardros. You eventually make your way to an area next to the road, a large expanse of shoreline. You see what looks to be a very large hole in the ground with a bunch of scrap metal and sheet metal strewn about, broken and disheveled. This is where we found it last night. It seems it went missing between last night and now.
Lou, I
Down.
remember you speaking to some two creatures at the what is that place called again? The worm.
The Waterworm Tavern.
Did you happen to mention by chance to them of this thing that you're looking for? And if so, did they seem interested at all, or anybody that you spoke to recently about this?
No, nobody else knows about it. The only thing they know about is I'm looking for arcane cores.
Okay. Well, trying to think. Rowan, do you have any?
You guys can roll survival checks if you wish to investigate the area for.
Yeah, I'm going to
well,
roll.
investigation or survival, up to you.
Which one has more than? No advantage, right?
No advantage.
Dang it, dude. That's 2.
Do you need us all to roll it, or?
Yeah, all of you can roll it.
Oh, what was the roll again?
Survival or investigation.
Got a 13.
Since I got a 2, I'm just staring at the fucking spot where I used to be scratching my head, confused on how they fucking managed to
Yeah,
take
an
it.
8 on
This
survival.
fucking thing.
Dang, 5 and
Dude, I
2.
sucked dick today.
So, Zara and Lou, now that you have kind of more eyes on it, you investigate the area and you find what looks to be large footprints. Almost footprints that are a little over about twice the size of a normal human's, a little bigger than Malric's footprints. You look around and you see probably 4 or 5 different sets of tracks that seem to be leading out into the wooded area. You also see tracks similar to a quadrupedal creature. Large reptilian,
Didn't you all say that you did not see any trails of any sort? What are these here? Looks like there's some kind of footprints that we found walking away from the area.
As I said, we did not find them before because of
Rolls just
rolls.
I think what Lou is trying to say is frustration makes it a little harder to pick out details.
Let's see. Well, let's see where these tracks lead. I think that might be a good place to investigate.
Lou, how big would these creatures have to be to manually carry this box?
Well, it is a large golem, so pretty big.
As big as Malric or smaller?
DM.
Bigger than Malric. Definitely.
Humongous among us.
Definitely bigger.
Oh, that's not concerning at all. Oh, we can begin following them.
All right.
Only if everybody thinks they are ready to. I know there's other things that need to be taken care of first.
I'm
Yeah.
actually able to focus now.
I feel like that takes priority. It seems you're extremely concerned about this.
Well,
These
currently, I
supplies.
am useless without my items, let alone my golem.
I mean, you can aid us in words of wisdom. That's got to amount to something.
And my tasks can be done along the way.
Rowan's gonna take a closer look at these tracks. Just
Roll a survival check
Survival?
with advantage, as you have Geld helping you.
oh,
He just like face first into the fucking print, licks
Just
it.
starts sniffing the
Okay.
tracks. Smells
There's a
smelly.
Uh,
A smelly
yeah.
smell that
how do I
smells.
do?
size 15.
How do I roll this with advantage?
Hold on the plus, and
Ah.
then it'll pop up, say, with advantage,
Got
and then
it.
you click roll.
13.
13. You can definitely
Oh, shit.
follow the tracks. You kind of pick out the tracks, and you guys begin heading northward past the trail, and you eventually find your way into the large forested wooded area. And you begin seeing more of these tracks. You eventually find yourself trekking through the large pine and spruce tree forest, climbing over rocks and small puddles that have been frozen over. Lou, you're the first one to see this. As you kind of come to a small clearing, you see the soft bit of smoke just rising from the center of a clearing. You're kind of on the edge of this clearing, kind of hunkered down in the brush. You see this faint bit of smoke.
Smell.
See, would I know these tracks at all or no?
Roll a history check.
That's what I should have asked in the first place. With advantage or
that's
no?
right.
Not with advantage, just basic.
17.
17. Lou, as you're checking, kind of looking into this clearing, trying to find out where the smoke is coming from, Rowan, you take a closer look at these tracks. They're large footprints. A little larger than Malric's. Four-toed, kind of spiky, clawed feet. These look like draconian tracks.
Fuck!
You would
Oh.
know that draconians are the bipedal, monstrous, semi-humanoid creatures that live in Toulouse. Imagine taller, stronger, more robust, draconic goblin-like creatures.
Oh, sir, they're stupid.
Think like draconic orcs.
Mm.
Large, tough,
Are we still talking about the dragon people?
draconians. Yes.
Draconians?
Draconians were the originally... They're basically draconic orcs. And they live in small tribes, scavenging anything they can. Very uncivilized. Usually in the employment of more intelligent creatures. Dragons.
Do I know that Lou is damn near in the open?
No, she's not, but she's
Lou's,
like perception out.
Lou's not in the open. Lou is kind of at the edge of this clearing. And at this point, as you're kind of giving out this well, what do you say to them as you're giving this information out?
As I'm learning it, or as I just wrote?
As you're figuring it out, what are you saying to them?
They can see my eyes grow a little big, and I immediately pull Lou back, kind of deeper. We cannot be here. These prints are basically draconic orcs. We cannot be here.
How good are their senses right now?
I'm good.
Well, I'd say if you're willing to pull me out of the fire, let me at least scout the area to see if I can see it, if it is here.
Yet, no. We can...
Go ahead, roll a perception check, Lou. And anyone else that's kind of paying attention to this clearing.
Finally something better. 18.
18. Finally, your rolls are getting up there.
Oh, shit, after having to roll like 200 plus. Fucking damn
14.
thing.
14.
Yeah.
Got a 12.
How you act? You act like a 12, girl.
Pretty hard.
Hurting my har.
Damn, that was actually some good rice.
So we have a 18, a 14, and a 12. Lou, you're the first one to pick this out. You see what looks to be a large, bulbous, draconic creature. Large furled wings on its back. Large husks coming from its lower jaw. Piecemeal of armor. A long tail with a massive bulbous spiked ball on the end of it. Put it in reference art for you guys.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you have reference art?
I was about to say, like...
Reference art.
Oh.
You see two large bone-like scimitars on either side. You see there's just a single one. It's sitting around what looks to be a small bonfire. It's got the leg of some sort of quadrupedal creature. It is currently just... You see it kind of reaches back and scratches its ass, kind of...
Ew.
Savages.
Just ripping.
He's in his natural form.
I knew I was right to think they're all...
And it kind of looks out. You see it's about the size of Malric. A little bit more muscular, a little bit more of a beer gut. You see it's just sitting on a log by this fire. It's going to go ahead and roll a perception check. That's a 3.
Oh, fuck.
You are an orc.
You guys see it just sitting there, just munching on this piece of meat. Are you guys trying to be stealthy as you're peering upon this?
I am.
Fuck yeah, I am. Shit.
I'm trying to go behind it and like scout pretty much. just in case they need
I'll
me.
just wait until I'm just gonna wait on the
Does-
sidelines, and if their stealth fails, I'll just bum rush them.
Is Lou able to pick out where the turret golem is?
You do not see the turret golem.
And we only see one.
You only see one sitting
But
around this fire.
we smell hundreds. No, I'm just kidding.
You just see the one. Everybody go ahead and roll stealth checks for me.
No.
Uh,
No. Wouldn't I still be able to detect it with?
You look down at your wrist and you see it does not have connection to the box.
Okay.
An 11.
Better
I
hope
got
that I don't
15.
trip over
Or
my
15. I got 15.
Hold on.
16.
Where is my stealth? Okay.
Well, if there's
15.
one, there's more.
15.
Sorry, did stealth check. Natural one. Nice.
You got one?
So, you guys begin hunkering down and kind of taking a view. And you watch for about 15 minutes. Eventually, this creature finishes eating it, just tosses the bone behind it, kind of
Smacks me in
stretches.
the head.
Stands up, kind of scratches. You see it walks over to the edge of the clearing, and you see what looks to be a little makeshift tent. Just some animal leathers strewn upon what look to be some logs of sorts. You see it eventually climbs in and looks to lay down. You guys can hear the faint sound after a few minutes of me 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 me
What?
me.
It specifically has that.
Exactly.
Love it.
You hear the sound of loud snoring coming from the tent.
Oh.
I wanted to see what was in the tent.
Uh,
Oh.
Hell.
You know, I just. No, that's not good. No.
Is there anything besides the tent around the area and the log?
Roll a perception check.
Can I roll a perception check to see if there's any more?
Sure. You can roll with advantage as you have your dragon with you.
Oh, you son of a gun.
A natural one.
Thought I landed on 13.
I have a
Dude.
21.
21.
I rolled a nat 20. With
So
advantage.
Zara actually goes blind. She no longer has
Right.
eyes.
Apparently,
I
or
rolled
a
a
brain at
14.
this
19 on
point.
perception.
19. So you begin to look around. Zara, you kind of don't know what you're looking at. You haven't really left civilization much. So you're a little unused to the wild.
Seeing anything. Yeah.
So the bright light of the snow is kind of blinding you a bit. It's hard to focus.
Touch grass, it
Malric,
hurts.
Lou, and Rowan, you guys kind of peek around. You can definitely see that there's signs of other ones. You see makeshift tents that are kind of torn down. Some barrels off on the side of the clearing that have been broken open and tipped over, empty, broken. You can definitely say there's probably only one here. Seems if there were more, they have probably left.
So that's not Lou's priority right now. It's finding the box.
What do you want to do? You want to ask him a question, or do we just move past this nitwit?
I want to see. I don't know.
We can take
I'm
his
blind
skull.
right now, so I don't know.
She's just staring at my ass.
Like, what is that fuzzy thing?
With the 19 perception check, did she catch the golem anywhere?
You don't see the golem, but you definitely see signs that it was there. You see packed down dirt, a dragging trail of about the size of the box. You
Think we
see,
should
Where-
ask.
you see near the fire, you see other pieces of metal that have kind of been curled and busted and placed around the fire to keep the warmth or be used for cooking.
I say we kill it.
I'm down to kill it.
We need the souls anyway. When I start with
I can't
dumbass over
tell
there.
I can't determine the extent of the damage to the golem. I'm worried it's inoperable with all the damage. With it being by the fire, it's actually helping it since it can absorb fire to heal.
Well, do you think we should go try and get those pieces back from this creature thing that we see?
If I was able to activate it, it would be a huge asset in battle if we do fight it. I don't have any way to power it right now. I need 5 arcane wind cores or a pure one. Right now, this would be impossible to fucking get.
Hey, Rowan, you speak dragon, right?
I do indeed, but it's no worth talking to this thing. I'm more worried about the rest that moved on without this one.
How
Well,
about we give it a try?
we could find out where they went if we ask.
Well, you obviously seen it eating some bipedal thing. I don't think it's really in a talking mood.
Sleeping. We can.
I would if I
No.
was fed and well rested.
I say
Yes,
we move
that's
in while
you.
it's sleeping and attack it. How many? 5? All 5 of us.
What do we gain of this, though?
Satisfaction.
That's just no reason to kill.
It is in my book.
For you, maybe. But not for me, at least.
There's some stupid dragon that stole our things. I think that's a good enough reason to kill it.
We don't know if he specifically stole.
Is
The
Blue able to
evidence says
determine the
otherwise.
extent of the damage of it?
Roll a intelligence check. Just raw
Nat
intelligence check.
1.
Natural 1 incoming. 9.
Yeah, only 9.
Definite damage. But you can definitely see at least the outer 2 plates probably have decent amount of damage.
So-
Okay.
Possibly still operable.
Possibly still operable.
Okay.
You would know how robust the thing is. So it's not an easy task to damage it, but
No, and it's supposed to have resistance against piercing, bludgeoning, and all that other shit too.
but with enough force and enough time, things can be broken through.
Mm-hmm.
Wasting time. What do we do?
Luke, can you track this
Oh.
thing?
If I can get it to power up, it would, like I said, it would be of asset to us in battle. A huge asset. But currently, with no power, it's
What do you need for power?
I know what it
Okay.
is.
like I said. I mentioned it before. I need a arcane core of 5 wind, or a pure one at the best. But currently, those are impossible to get.
Rowan is kind of moving his ring around. That's on his finger, thinking.
It's not worth fighting something that we cannot handle just for my sake.
Speak
Let's
for
just
yourself.
find that good box.
It'd be no use to finding it. Again, with no power source, it's useless. Just
I have a way to power it.
I
Open
don't think I can
sesame.
ask you of that to do something of that magnitude for my sake.
Well, I say let's do it. At this point, we have nothing to lose here. We're pretty much at a loss
I agree.
already.
Would it consume the arcane core? As in, like, would I be able to retrieve it?
DM.
Lou, you would know that it basically acts as a battery source. So eventually it will deteriorate and need to be replaced.
But it can be put in and out.
But it can be pulled in and out as needed. And if you would know that you are able to recharge arcane cores, although it requires very specific, machinery and arcane implements to recharge one, it can be done. So once the crystal runs out of energy, it's not like the crystal is unusable. It can be recharged.
Well, I know a lot. I can be recharged. It won't be damaged or such. The power will be drained from it, but again, I can recharge it if need be.
That's just fine. Let us find this golem of yours. And quick. I do not like sitting around this camp.
If you are certain, I hate to ask you this. From the 19 perception check and the damages around, does she get an idea of where it might be, the main unit?
It's definitely been moved further north than this camp.
Okay. It looks like there's just the layering. It looks like it's moved further north on the other side of this camp. So we can follow the outside around and see where it might have been dragged off to further. It might not have been here.
Let's just get going then.
All right, go ahead, roll stealth check as you guys are moving past.
Oh God. I just 2.
22.
Okay. Yep, you're done.
4.
He says, "I'm grabbing real dice. This sucks."
What did he roll?
4.
Oh,
I got a 14.
He says, "All right, I'm grabbing my real dice this time."
My weighted dice this time.
My weighted dice.
Elisar rolled a natural 1.
I got a nat 20.
So, honor system.
19 in my
I'm only
bad.
doing physical dice.
Yes.
Fuck this
I
fucking
got
Yep,
19
I got
on
you.
that.
Where she's going?
What dice set you thinking about using over there?
I have multiple kinds.
Yeah, Lou just like starts moving, trips on a fucking rock. Oi!
Man, we could have attacked that thing with stealth advantage as well. Or
Funny
sneak
enough,
attack.
my other campaign I'm a part of, they actually use Dice Maiden for like a Discord add-on.
Yeah.
And it's a lot. I'm sad I kept dog shitting on it. It's a lot nicer than the fucking D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I use physical dice.
Well,
That's
being
too
broke,
expensive.
I ain't got physical dice.
I spent all my money on this.
But hey,
Thank
you
God.
know what? I'm rolling pretty decent this time around. A nat 20, a 18.
Listen, Zara just wants to get her kill and call it a day.
For real, I just want to kill some.
Well, who said that you had to
Also, I
only
don't
kill
like
one thing?
That's what they said. One a day.
Is
One-
it? I don't
one
fucking
soul a
remember.
day.
Why'd you change your camera angle, AJ?
Because I
One
wanted
soul a
to.
day.
You look stupid. I want side camera.
God.
Too bad, I guess.
I seen Pete fucking smile when I
Fuck you.
asked that question too.
Mm.
He started smiling when I was getting my idea.
I have a thought behind those eyes, though.
Nope.
No,
none.
he's probably he's probably just very disappointed. Man, I hope that we can recharge it at some point, though. Wait, actually, do any of us know how long it lasts?
No.
Lou would know depending on the rarity.
What about Yerk? You should roll for Yerk.
Oh yeah, you didn't roll for Yerk.
He just flies away.
Goes back to the wastelands. He's like, I'm done with you guys.
And then we got female
Demo
Gandalf.
Oregon. Dreadnought's crazy.
She's like, hey, Jay, don't want to play.
Why is there an NPC called Timmy? Why do I
Oh,
see a
that's
guy?
Robbie.
Oh, that's Robbie, yeah.
No.
He never created his character all the way.
Is that a fucking dragon?
Do you guys have the
Alright,
same
AJ, I
headset?
trust you not to blow my character up horrifically and painfully.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop off. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Right there.
I swear, if he has a fucking arcane core and just decides to crush
Speak to
it.
his beasties quick.
What are you saying? So, who is leading the charge trying to cross this camp?
It's on the big group.
You guys can move yourselves where you wish to. Where do you think you would have been?
Oh. Yeah, I can do that now. Yay.
Rowan's gonna move to the right behind the three little things over there. The boxes.
Which way are
I
we
think I'd
going?
naturally be next to you.
So are we going this way? Or are we going this way?
You guys were
Yeah,
heading
that way.
this way.
Okay.
Rowan is Zeke.
Well,
Let's go behind the
You're
the
not
lady.
you're not all the way there, but just as you had come to the edge of the camp,
Oh shit!
So you're asking where were we when we were like,
yes, where were you
Oh.
before you started moving?
I was
Well,
here.
where were we? I was gonna say, where were we watching it from?
You were coming from the
Oh.
left passageway.
Oh,
You can see around you there
Oh.
are high stones and rocks around.
So we were over here.
So yeah, so I'd say Yerk was back kind of in this nook. Zara, you had said you had kind of curled around the edge. So you probably would have been like right about there. And
Mhm.
Malric, yep. And Malric said you were right behind. He was,
Rowan's gonna be on the left side of them, or the top of them. You know what I mean?
yep.
I can't move myself.
All right. So as you guys were moving, you hear a loud
What the?
and you look behind you very quickly and you see that there is a puff of smoke and a closing portal behind you. As it seems Elisar has disappeared.
Him.
And as this happens, Lou, you turn around and you end up hitting what looks to be one of these metal plates that are on the ground. You hear a loud ding.
Oh shit.
And you all can hear who's there? As this creature begins crawling out of the ground.
No, Elisar was the one that got the natural one stealth check.
I got 22
Now,
on that shit.
can
That
all
would
of
be my
you
reason.
can all of you roll
Initiative.
an initiative check, please?
We got a 7.
Ooh.
I got a fucking 4.
Got a 10.
I don't.
Hold
That's
on.
dope.
Hold on.
That
Just
my
like
ass.
smack dab in the middle. Smack dab in the middle near your armor class.
Damn, Yerk got
Oh,
Yerk got a 20.
I got a
Fuck, is he gonna do
9.
Beckham?
Zara got a 9.
I got a
What do they
4 or 3.
Rowan got a 3.
I think I got a 4 actually. I don't know. It's up there in the.
No, I don't see.
Cycle.
I don't see initiative.
It should have been. Here. It's 4.
4. So Rowan
And
got a
hold on.
4. Malric, what did you get for initiative? 10?
Ja. Ja. Und Gott und
So you got a 10. And Lou, what did you get for initiative?
You got a 7.
7. All right. So top of the initiative is Yerk. What he is going to do is he is actually going to use his action to hide. You see him immediately beeline it to kind of the rock side and jump into some brush, and he is going to attempt to hide.
Birdman. That's your friend?
Got an 8.
Oh gosh.
So you see as Yerk jumps into the brush, you can see his wings are still kind of popping out of the
Fucking
brush,
idiot.
and he's laying flat, but his wings are kind of unfurled and caught on some of the brush.
Oh dang it, Yerk.
Next up is the Dreadnought's turn. This large, 7-foot tall, massive creature. Boom, boom. I know you're out there. You can't trick Greg. I smell you.
You don't. You don't smell nothing. You
Rowan,
probably
you're
smell me.
You speak dragon. Speak to the idiot. He knows how to make a
And
comprehensive
he-
sentence.
Is going to... Yeah, that's more than enough range. He's going to... Boom, boom, boom.
No.
You see this large bulbous figure. Boom, boom, boom. I see you. As he is going to raise with one of his serrated swords, and he is going to make
Ew.
2 attacks. First one is a 13, and second one is a natural 1. Does a 13 hit you, Zara?
No, I have 15 armor.
So he runs up, and you see these 2 large serrated swords. He shing, misses you. He
Hey.
swings with the next one, and it slams into one of the metal plates on the ground. And you see the sword just and just shatter across. God damn it! As he prepares for another attack. Next up is Malric. Zara, you are on deck.
Okay.
I immediately swing at him with my long sword.
You
My
are
great sword, I mean.
You are currently just out of range. You would have to circle around Zara. You have one of the tents in the way.
Dang it.
So that would be 5, 10, 15. 15
Yeah,
feet of
just do a
movement. You
somersault.
circle
Yeah,
around.
versus-
Dark Souls roll around Zara and stand up.
Yeah.
What do you wish to do for your action?
I attack it with my great sword.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Nat 20.
Natural 20. God damn. Immediately you come up with your greatsword and you swing it. That's gonna definitely hit. Go ahead and roll double damage on that. If you hold on the damage, you can say
Okay.
critical hit.
Oh, I already had.
Oh, it should automatically once you roll, but go ahead and roll for damage on that.
12
You got
damage.
all. So I'm gonna say this once because I'm a nice DM. You have
No,
great
you're not.
you have great weapon fighting, so you can re-roll a 1 or a 2 on damage dice and use the new roll. So you can re-roll 3d6. And we'll use
3d6.
and we'll use the new rolls. Because you have great weapon fighting, you can re-roll 1s or 2s on your damage dice. But you have to use the new rolls. So go ahead and roll 3d6.
Just one number better. 13.
So 6, 1, and 6 plus a 3. Or, sorry, plus 6. So that's 19 points of damage total. That's not
Fucking
bad.
dragon.
Not 198, just 19.
Imagine just fucking.
So, what does this attack look like as you raise your greatsword and slam it into him, as it does a massive amount of damage?
I hit him on his left collarbone, straight down. Not enough to slice him in half, but it just strikes him hard, and you can just see it rip him open.
So you raise with your greatsword and you swing as it connects with his left shoulder. You see it carve a good 4 inches down. You feel the bone of his shoulder and clavicle just snap as you rip it out. He immediately hand over shoulder just, "Oh, you asshole! That fucking hurts."
Better.
As he's preparing for another swing, you have your bonus action.
Why the fuck did I roll so low on
I hit it again.
me?
Can you hit it again with a bonus action? Let me I should probably actually have your character sheet up so I can check.
I can attack with a light weapon, so I can hit him with something light.
Yeah, so 2-weapon fighting. It's only when you're holding a weapon with one hand. When you take the attack action on your turn and attack with a light weapon, you are using a heavy weapon right now. So the only things you can do is Hunter's Mark, Shield of Faith, or your Vow of Enmity. And I believe that is... Hold on 1 second, I'm checking something. Yeah, so you can use a channel divinity. Or one of your channel divinities if you wish.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I do
Which one? Abjure Enemy? Or... Oh wait, you can only do Vow of Enmity as a bonus action.
Yeah, I can only do that.
Alright, so you'll use your once per short rest channel divinity. Your Vow of Enmity, you can choose a creature you can see within 10 feet of you, and you gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 hit points or falls unconscious. So, as a bonus action, you set a vow against this creature. What do you say to this creature?
Fuck you.
As you
I was thinking something.
enact your Vow of Enmity.
There was power in the blood. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
True.
Laura whispers it to herself.
I don't know. I just say fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Just snap my fingers.
Fuck you too.
A picture of picture of Kellenborg just pops up in his brain.
And as Malric points his finger at this creature, you see this faint orange glowing aura appear around this creature. For the next minute, you have advantage on all attacks towards this creature, Malric.
Nice. Can I have the orange orb?
All right. So that is the end of your turn. Zara, it is your turn.
Okay. So he's not dead, right?
No, he is still alive.
Okay. And I am, where am I on the map? Here. So I move up close.
You're in range with him. He is a 2x2 creature.
Oh, okay.
So he takes up those 4 boxes. So you're in range where you are now.
He's a big bitch.
He's a big old fucker.
So that orb that's above his head, is that just bonus or not bonus? What did you say it was again?
No, there is an aura that is
I only get the
surrounding
bonus
him
action.
through Malric's eyes. It is only a benefit for Malric.
Let's see. So I am going to attack with my. What is this weapon that I have? I keep reading it, but I don't know what it is.
Which one?
I keep wanting to say rapier.
That's what it is. It's rapier.
Reaper?
You have
is it?
you have you have a rapier, but you also have your scythe.
Oh, I can use my scythe for that attacks.
Yeah. So
okay,
if you're one, so you see how it has 2 damages on it?
Yeah.
So it is a 1d10 if you're holding it in both hands. It is a 1d8 if you're holding it in just one. As well as you always get a bonus to damage. You get 2d6 necrotic damage on top of that.
Let's do that. Let's finish it off at this point.
All right.
Well, do we want to ask it questions? Do you think it's willing to talk at this point? Do we know if it's willing to talk or it's just like pissed off?
You don't know. It is your turn.
All right. I'm going to ask it a question.
Do you want to use your action to ask it a question?
Oh, I didn't think you were going to ask me that. Oh. Rowan, what do you think?
If you want to talk to Rowan, that can also be an action.
Oh my god, stop it!
Just so you know, a single round of combat, so everyone going in a round of combat is 6 seconds in real time.
Oh. Okay,
so
never mind.
It's anything you can do within 6 seconds. So if you want to spend your action conversing with someone, you can.
No, I don't. Okay, we're gonna use my scythe.
All right.
To attack.
Go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Okay.
And are you dual-handing this, or are you one-handing it?
Oh, 2.
Two-handing?
She's not used to it yet.
With a 12, you raise the staff up, you slam it into the ground, and you guys see this large black obsidian scythe blade appear as she goes and makes an attack. You go and you swing it down, and he reaches his hand up and just grabs the end of the blade. You can't hit me that easy. He thrusts you back. You have missed.
Okay. Damn it. Okay.
You do have your bonus action.
Yeah. You could take a bonus action on each of your turns. Dash to or action as a bonus action or something at your next turn. So for my bonus action, how would I use it if she's already?
So you have cunning action, so you can use a bonus action to dash, disengage, or hide. So disengage means you move out of combat range without engaging an opportunity attack from the enemy. Or you can attempt to hide from his view. Or you can move twice your walking movement.
I think I'm gonna use the hide action because if it gets to my turn again, I want to kind of like sneak attack him.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. And this is also why I say read all of your abilities. You get free time, and write down small notes so you can remember abilities. But go ahead and roll a stealth check for your bonus action as you are attempting to dodge out of his eyesight and hide.
16.
16? All right. So, Zara, you jump behind the tent, and you begin to conceal yourself in some of the brush and shrubbery around. You hear the Draconian, "Where the fuck did you go? Get back out here."
Yeah, me.
Lou, it is your turn.
I am going to go at it with a ray of sickness.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck. Damn it. It's good.
Let me go ahead and...
18 plus 6.
18 plus 6?
Yep.
And that...
It's a range
what?
attack.
What level are you casting that at?
It's a second level, first level spell.
First level spell?
Yep.
All right. And that is a 18 plus 6, so 24. That will definitely hit.
Okay.
So what does this look like as you are casting this spell?
So it's coming out of my robotic arm, because that's also my arcane focus.
Mhm.
It's basically like, well, let me ask you this: magic wise, is it the same as NGC or is it different?
It is very much like technological magic.
So, like it is in your NGC lore, where it's like different
Different methods of casting. It's not like your standard like witchcraft. It's like more of like
I'm talking about like it's the component, like the I'm trying to the atoms thing that you did.
Yeah, so that's just how magic works. NGC just goes about it in more of like a mechanical, alchemical way.
So is that still true in this world, or is it different?
Yeah. I'm kind of confused what you're asking. The magic works the same. It's just the NGC uses more component factors than magic potential, like in your body. So rather than like being able to swing your hand and control the magics around you, it's more of like mixing chemicals and actual like chemistry to cast things, if that makes sense.
And then she wouldn't be able to do that then, because she doesn't have her.
Your arm is your arcane focus, so it has innate abilities from the magics that were put inside of it. That's what your spell slots are. They come from your arcane focus, not the materials you have on you. So they're all housed within your arm, so you're able to cast it.
Okay. I'm still just trying to decide how to flavor this, because my one thought is different. The components for this ray of sickness is like types of acid, types of poison, type shit, like start forming around.
It's however you wish to flavor it.
Okay.
I was just explaining, NGC uses more mechanical, like scientific ways of casting magic rather than like a witch with like a ball of sulfur or something, if that makes sense.
A little bit. I might have to get with you again to understand it better, but
I think my head's just not there. Okay.
Yeah, same.
How do you want to flavor it is what I'm asking.
If the focus is at least in the arm, then I would say definitely back to with the ray of sickness. Okay, it's just verbal and semantic. So you see the hand just kind of start twitching around, doing like runic symbols in some way.
Oh, she throwing up gang signs.
He throwing up them crypt signs and just
as a green beam comes out from one of the fingertips.
So you see the hand goes forward, the fingers twitch, you see this light in the palm begin to glow as these arcane symbols appear, and you see nozzles in the fingers open up as you see this slew of various mixtures of elements appear as it conforms into this dark green, poisonous, almost smoky, like ball of energy as it jettisons forward, and it slams right into the side of the head of this massive creature as you see it begin burning and singeing the side of its face.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Damn.
It is 4.
4 points of damage.
Yep.
I thought he was doing physical dice for a little bit.
So it singes its face. Why are you doing this, assholes?
You attacked first.
All right, you have your bonus action.
So I'm going to do Sanctuary.
That would be 2 spells in the same term, which you can't do. So you'd be able to 2-weapon fight for your bonus action.
I wasn't sure if you would have counted it because it's a spell instead of a light weapon.
So you can cast you can't cast 2 leveled spells in the same turn. So you already casted
Yeah. I
Ray
forgot that it was a
of Sickness.
first one. Yeah. But I'd be able to do the 2-weapon fighting.
Yeah, you would be able
Okay.
to use
Then yeah,
your
she'll.
light hammer.
So yeah, she'll then, her arm will.
And I
do
assume
like
you're
a
moving.
split.
I assume you're moving to get
Yeah.
in range of him.
Yeah, she'll be
Right.
more. This side.
All right, so you sneak past
you
the
miss-
back side of the tent,
Yeah.
and this light hammer jettisons out of your arm. The hand turns into a hammer as it extends.
Yeah.
Swing at it. Go ahead and roll an attack.
It's an 18. to hit.
18 does hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll the 1d4 for damage.
Yep. It's a 3 points of damage.
Damn.
3 points of damage. All
That'll
right.
be in my turn.
Righty.
Yay, my turn! Woo!
If fucking hit him on the head, it confuzzled him a bit.
Also, I guess I'll say, I guess you could also use your unarmed strikes for bonus action as well, Lou, just for future reference.
Okay.
Just for the little beefier damage, we'll just flavor it and say you're using your light hammer to do it. So
Okay, so
we'll stick with this damage for now, but future reference, if you were doing 2-weapon fighting, you can use your melee for that.
okay. I might kind of understand, kind of not. I'll get back to you.
You see your fighting style, unarmed fighting, in your actions.
Yeah, there's two. There's unarmed fighting armed and unarmed fighting regular. One's a D8 and one's a D6.
You would use armed because you would be using your hammer for that. So just
Okay, so we're doing the D6. Okay.
why does it say Not just stick with the D8. We're just gonna say D8 for that.
Okay.
And what is Yerk doing?
York is very terrible hiding right now. All right,
Pussy.
so end of your turn. Rowan, it is your turn.
If you go ahead and measure out 10 feet.
Oh, also, I forgot to add...
Acid,
Zed.
what it gives that toxic Haktua.
I
Who's
forgot to
this
add
guy?
Zeld. Because
It's
Zeld,
go
stupid
ahead.
dragon.
Zeld would be on your shoulder.
Yeah. Go ahead and measure 10 feet.
10
me.
feet to...
Can
Wait,
I mean,
why is Zara like grayed out?
She's hiding.
Move me
Right.
10
dead?
feet closer to him.
10
2
feet.
feet.
5, 10.
Hey, Z, make a wisdom saving throw.
What
Or
are you
wisdom
doing?
throw.
What are you doing? Huh?
Blood siphon.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. It's a wisdom. You got. It's got to be above 15.
Yes.
I was reading it the whole time. I was reading it the whole time.
Okay. That is a wisdom. That is a 5 plus 0. So that is a 5 in total.
Ooh, ooh,
So
Z.
that fails. So what does this look like as you are using your blood siphon ability?
So have you guys ever seen Avatar?
Yeah.
Blood bending.
The blood bending, yeah.
So since it's nature, it's because it's not arcane at all. Like, so he holds out his left arm, and obviously since he's never done this before, this plays into the long rest. Since he's never done it before, he's kind of shaking a bit, but you see blood drops coming out of the cut that Malric already made into him, slowly pooling into a ball and coming towards Rowan. And as soon as the ball gets close to him, you see it it hits him on like his neck and just forms around him and then slowly absorbs into his skin.
So you guys see these strings of blood begin to pool and siphon out of this creature's wound and begin pooling and drawing towards Rowan. As his hand sticks out, you see his hand almost separate the skin tearing as the blood siphons into his hand. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
Oh my god, please. And I 8, but I gained 8 points as well.
How
8
much?
necrotic.
8 necrotic damage, and that is what, 3d8 damage?
Yeah.
How much necrotic? Say again.
It was a. Oh shit. I cannot see it. It
Are you not rolling on D&D
was
Beyond?
an 8. No, I did. I am. It was an 8.
I
don't know why.
Oh, he's not. He probably doesn't have it set for everyone.
He probably doesn't.
I don't know.
Yeah, so hold click on your blood siphon ability. And you see where it
Yeah.
says self or everyone?
No, because I'm on fucking mobile. Hold on.
Hold on one second. Let me.
Oh.
Oh, you had it set to self. Refresh your app. I set it
Oh
to.
shit! Sorry. Fuck.
Yeah.
That was on my fucking copy of it. My bad. My B. Do you want me to re-roll it then?
No, you're good. But
It was an 8.
on the
That's
app, hold on the number, and it'll say send to everyone or send to self. Make sure that it's set to everyone.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so 8
Really?
points of necrotic damage.
And then I gain 8 hit points as
Yes, and you gain 8 hit points. You're already at max hit points, so you don't really gain anything.
well. Fuck.
Actually, does it say?
It doesn't say.
Yeah,
anything.
you
It's-
only gain hit points equal to the damage taken. So.
Shit, DM. It also needs to make a con save
For
the ray of sickness.
sickness.
Need to make it a DC 14.
Well, that's another 5 plus some number. That's probably.
So it is poisoned until the end of my next turn.
Okay, so that's 9 in total. You said he needed to beat a 15 or an 18?
14.
14. All right, so he is also poisoned, which I can't add. I'm just gonna mark him as poison.
You can take off my things. Only I could see it. Or not.
I'll just mark him as poisoned. All right, so that was. Sorry,
That was my bad. Yeah.
you're good. So you did blood siphon, yes. So you siphon the blood. You don't gain hit points. You haven't taken any. You don't get temporary hit points from blood siphon. You can just use it to heal. But yes, so you see the blood siphoned out of it and go into Rowan. What are you doing for your bonus action, Rowan?
What would count as the 2 weapon handed or 2 weapon fighting? Would Eddie? Well, shit. Would the fuck? It's 2-handed. Shit.
And you would have had to make a weapon attack. But you can use your bonus action to command
You know what? I'm gonna
your
do
pseudo
that.
dragon.
At least try to.
Right?
I will try to do that.
What command are you giving your pseudo dragon or Zeld?
Go for it.
Let's do a sting. If I can. Shit, no, yes.
Look at your
Look
at your commands.
Oh shit, where can I look at? Fucking.
In your actions, scroll.
Oh. Oh, command dice. Shit, I don't know how to this the.
So you
Hey.
see command dice, you have 4. Underneath that, it's going to say disarming strike, restraining hold, and tripping strike.
Okay.
You can use one of those commands as your bonus action. And then when it comes to Zeld's turn, which is on the same, so once you're done, it'll go to him. He'll undergo that attack.
Disarming strike.
Disarming strike. Okay, so go ahead and mark off one of your commands. What is your command word for that? Or what do you say to Zeld?
Yeah, I don't know. Attack, I guess. I don't.
All right.
I can't think of any good names for it, man.
All right.
I'll have to work on that later. That's my goal for next session.
Sorry,
So
I'm having to read all this now.
I know we're both having fun, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay, so disarming strike. So Zeld is going to fly over and he is going to make a bite attack towards this creature. I'm just gonna roll for you. That is an 8 plus 4, which is a 12, which is going to miss. So you see Zeld, the small pseudo dragon, fly over towards the Draconian and attempt to bite it, and he is just smacked away. You see the dragon flies and hits some of the boxes over here. It has failed its attempt.
Piece of shit. What, so the guy swatted at it?
HP.
Yes, he swatted it out of the way. No damage, but the attack was avoided.
Jesus. Ugh. Dumb bird.
All right, so next up is going to be Yerk. What Yerk is going to do...
Hide again.
He is going to make an attack at this creature. He is going to use the last bullet that he has in his revolver, and he's going to point it at this creature. He's going to 5, 10, move out of hiding, raise, you guys see, raise this metallic cylindrical object, and he pulls the trigger, and he is going to roll a, oh god, a 26 to hit.
Nice.
26 is going to hit for max damage. Damn. 15 points of damage.
What does it say in line before it does it?
As Yerk runs, he goes, "Run! Crouch!" As he aims his revolver, and bang! A loud, deafening crack through the air as this flash of fire comes out of the end of this cylindrical object. As you see the whole bottom part of this creature's jaw just disappear. As a 45 ACP round just blows through its fucking jaw, doing 15 points of damage. You see the creature stumble back. As it grabs its jaws, you see it hanging on by sinew, just blown through the whole bottom part of its face. He looks very, very hurt. And as a bonus action, he doesn't have a bonus action, so he's immediately gonna be like 5, 10, 15, 20 feet, gonna run towards the bottom. As he runs past, fires a shot, he goes to fire again, and you hear click, 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 shit, as he runs and jumps behind the piles of boxes.
He did a good job, though.
It is now the Draconian's turn.
Oh, Jesus.
He is
very fucking hurt and poisoned. Oh, God.
dang. Malric, you're the one right in front of him, so he is going to raise his sword and attempt to make 2 attacks on you.
Both are going to be at disadvantage because he's just poisoned.
Thank you for reminding me.
Thank you, DM Western.
So first
Lovely.
one, okay, first one at disadvantage is a 13, and second one is a 12. Does a 12 or a
So
13 hit you, Malric?
Not at all.
So he swings
18 armor class.
twice, his left hand holding his jaw in place. Swings at you. He's slow moving as you just quickly duck, dip, dive, and dodge out of the way, and his swords just collapse into the tent to the side. He is going to use his 60 feet of flying movement
Oh, Lord.
to...
Opportunity attack.
Yes, you can take
I
opportunity.
have opportunity attacks too.
And
well,
he is
as
going
well.
to move, get in the air, and he is going to fly.
Do we all have an opportunity?
He's going to
back?
fly up, and he is going to fly 25 feet into the air. So those that would have a opportunity attack are Malric, Rowan, and Lou. Zara, you would also have an opportunity attack at advantage. You were hiding.
Sorry, we're just talking about the same time.
So we'll start
Get
with
that motherfucker.
So Malric, go
Oh.
ahead and make an opportunity attack with your greatsword.
I have to make a use the great sword.
Hopefully, doesn't he might kill him in one
Yes,
fucking?
the opportunity attack is with your main weapon.
Yeah.
I just roll with what?
You just
A
roll
D20.
an attack roll for your greatsword.
Hmm.
And
8. Shoom! You swing to hit him, and you just barely miss as his wings unfurl and he flies back. Rowan, what are you doing for your opportunity attack?
Well, I'm gonna have to use my main. Hey Z. Quick question: is it possible if I use the Japanese weapon? I can never say the name.
Kasurigama.
But sorry, could I potentially use that to restrain him?
You can use your action instead to attempt to restrain the target. Yeah, I'd say as your opportunity attack, you could choose to try and restrain him.
I'm gonna do that.
All right, so that
Thank
is
you,
an
sir.
8 plus your dexterity, which is a 3, so that's 11. Plus your
Plus proficiency.
proficiency, which is 2, so that's 13.
It's also he also has to roll at a disadvantage because he's poisoned.
Yes, disadvantage, and he has to beat a 13 dexterity, or that would be a strength saving throw. So that's a base 7 for the first one, and that is a natural 1. All right. So as he attempts to fly away, Malric, you go to make your attack and you miss due to Rowan tossing this chained weapon. You see the scythe wraps around this creature and he yanks down as it slams into the ground restrained. So it has disadvantage on all saving throws, attack actions, and all attacks on it have advantage.
Would he be prone as well?
And he is,
Since he's
well, yes,
ground?
he's prone, restrained, poisoned, and targeted.
He's fucked, dude.
That's what plans like this, did you?
So at this point,
He's pretty much fucked.
So at this point, he is restrained
Well, I got next turn.
on the ground.
Well,
And
there's
at this point, he is tied up, bleeding, and for lack of a better term, out of combat because he is very, very damaged. But you see him chained up this probably 20-foot long chain that Rowan has is wrapped around, pulled taut. As he's wrapped on the ground, his wings are furled, his jaw just hanging on by just sinew. Hey, what do you fucking want?
What did you do with my box?
What box? I don't know what you're talking about.
Big black box with the
Big
parts that are scattered around currently.
Greg doesn't know what you're talking about. I have a headache. Do you have an ibuprofen?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Do you, if I healed you a little bit, would you remember?
Rowan just tightens the chain even harder.
Was this the lasso of truth, bro?
Do you have
Damn
an
straight.
ibuprofen? I've got a headache. You heal me? It hurts a lot.
I imagine so, but if you give me the knowledge I need after I heal you, I can heal you some more too.
Roll a persuasion check.
Really, this fucking thing's like a big ass baby. We just killed. We almost killed a fucking baby.
That is a 24.
Nice.
Okay.
Just heal his jaw. Just heal his jaw. Nothing
I
else.
was about to say the extent of healing is just to heal his jaw.
Okay, how much points are you healing him for?
Do I have to roll? Or can I just say?
You have your pool of health that you can give to him.
Oh yeah, I do. I can use that.
Yeah, your healing hands. Or your innate healing is what it's called.
Let me find it real quick.
Since I get next action, if his info is useless, I just want to rip it.
Character level +6.
Fair enough. So you said you'll heal him for 6 points?
Hang on, I'm trying to understand it.
So innate healing, you gain a pool of health equal to 6. You can use an action to expend some of this pool to heal either you or a creature you can touch.
The max pool is 6.
Yeah, and the more you level up, the higher that pool goes.
Okay.
0 by 1.
Because I was trying to figure out where the modifier and the plus was coming from.
No, that's just a total of 6. It adds the plus. So just see that as those boxes. 1 box is equal to 1 hit point.
Just do 1.
Okay.
1 by 1.
If that makes sense. So you can choose to heal for 3. You
Lord.
can choose to heal for all 6. You can choose to heal for 1. But you don't regain them until a short rest.
Yeah.
Do it.
What? I doubt I would know, but how would the extent be to just repair his jaw?
Probably have to
1.
use all 6. It is a
Yeah.
it is
fine.
a complete gone jaw.
That's fine. I'll use all 6.
All right. So as you hold your hand to his jaw, you see the sinew slowly heal. This greenish purple arcane energy comes from your hand as these small pricks of little needles begin just sewing it back together. And as it sews, you see the seams disappear. That feels a lot better. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad. I'm sorry we had to get rough. But
You
like I
guys
said,
startled me. I was taking a nap.
Well, we're sorry about that. But you should have just been asking first. instead of
I
doing it first.
didn't know if you were hunters trying to kill me in my sleep.
No, we're just looking for my items that have been taken. And as I said, you see the metal that has been tossed around.
Yeah, some of the other guys found something and they were trying to make armor out of it.
Do you know where it went?
They left a day ago or so. I don't know where they went. I think they went back to our cave.
Do you think you can get us access into that cave?
I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. I think Boss Man would be very mad at me.
That was actually another question coming up. We did notice that this was a big camp, but you were staying behind. Why is that?
Well, we went out to do some hunting. We got some food. And then they found some things. And they left me and told me to stay watch here in case some other animals came around.
Let's see. Do you know exactly where this cave is at?
It's over north, I think, a little bit. I don't go there often. I'm usually just sat here and told to watch.
Well, do you think the others would be as conversation as you are?
Boss
Oh,
man
God.
might be, but I don't know. They don't like a lot of people. And I can't really do much right now with this chain around me.
No, yes. But it just seems you have calmed down. We have to, and we...
My
Send
name
out
is
the
Greg,
message.
by the way. Nice to meet you. I'm sorry I tried to kill you. You startled me.
Oh, it's okay. We both made mistakes, and we are rectifying that now. My name is Luke.
I don't know what that word means. It sounds like rectum, which is kind of funny.
I'll just go ahead and say keep it to think as if it's a funny word.
Okay, rectify. That sounds funny.
Alright. So, we're going to go talk to them. If we release you from these chains, would you not come after us?
As long as you don't kill me.
No. After we have talked,
I don't like that cat there. He seems like an asshole.
Well, he probably is, but he's just
He
an
is.
old putty cat. He knows how to reel it in.
That hurt, Mr. Catman. My shoulder hurts now.
No one's gonna talk about the blood siphon. So glad. I feel like everyone should just take psych damage right now.
Mm.
I forgot.
I'm fine. I'm clear-minded.
Fuck you, cat.
Okay, okay.
Do we need him?
He's being kind to us, so yes, we will need him.
We need him. Afterwards.
Yes, a friend is a friend.
I'm your friend? I don't have many of those. The other guys don't
Aw.
quite like me. That's why I'm here most of the
Aw,
time.
Don't make me sad.
Like,
It's gonna
You
make
trying
me...
to stop fucking Greg into our group?
Zara
No.
comes out and gives him a hug. No, just not of my friends either.
Thank you, little lady.
Go ahead.
Smoke just came out of your mouth, bro.
Rowan, go ahead and
I think that's the leftover thing he shot at me. Kind of coughs up a bullet.
Gross.
Ting, 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 ting.
go ahead and untie our new friend here. It's okay. He's all nice now, and we should have talked first. We're sorry.
It's okay, I understand.
Rowan kind of grumbles as he starts to roll Greg around, trying to untangle this fucking chain.
You eventually get him out.
So his shoulders are getting hit over and over, on kind of on purpose, kind of not.
He's kind of just sits down with his back to the fire. He kind of holds his shoulder. I'm sorry I hit your dragon. It tried to bite me. At this point, Zeld kind of flies back and lands on Rowan's shoulder.
Rowan looks at Zell, just checking him over.
I don't like him. He's an asshole. You should kill him. More food for me.
Maybe later.
Curls up in your hood.
Zara overhears Zeld and takes out of her backpack the rations that she
Well,
bought from the market.
Zeld is speaking telepathically, but you can hear the grumbling of his tummy.
Okay, I'll toss him one of my pieces of my rations.
You hear in your mind, you didn't poison this, did you?
Maybe.
Gulp.
Zeld, if I have to clean my hood again,
So, what are you guys looking for? You said there was a box or something?
Yes, the black box that they had teared into. That is my equipment.
Equipment? You mean like your tent and stuff?
In a way, yes. I have slept under it before, and it's also a companion of mine.
Oh, it's like a friend.
Yeah, so
It's kind of weird being a friend with a box.
I'm friends with you, and you are a lot bigger than I am.
But I'm not a box. He
No,
kind
you're
of
different.
scratches his head.
Cool. He's a dumb.
You can
But-
see the
You're
gears
acting like a
turning in his
fox.
head, trying to think.
You are different from me. Are we not?
Yeah, but it's a box.
Oh, it's more than a box. I promise. He's
I mean,
I'll just
some
use all
people are friends with rocks and stuff, and they put little faces on them. Is that kind of like what it is?
No, he's currently asleep.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I think I understand.
Yeah.
You see one of his
Uh,
eyes kind of drifts to the side of it.
He's a
Lazy
retard.
eye.
No.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
During your travels, have you ever come across any strange looking rocks?
There's a few strange rocks. There's some that like to hit us, and we don't like that very much.
Do you have any on you right now that I might take a look at?
No, those things are far too big to carry, and they usually don't like being hugged.
No. Okay. Do
It
you
gets
know where-
very lonely out here.
I imagine. I know the feeling of being alone. These big rocks that you have seen, do you know where they might be?
You usually find them around the cave systems. They're stone golems, I think is what they call them. They're big like me, but made of stone. They hit really hard.
Lou's definitely gonna make a note of that. Because those from the information that she's gathered from him, that those are definitely elementals of some type.
Probably. What are your guys' names?
As Zara comes around from the hiding,
Rip Van Winkle.
Hello, little lady.
she does like a small little bow. My name is Zara.
You smell funny, Zara. Did you shit your pants? I do that occasionally.
That she did. Mm.
As I get offended, I turn around, whip my hair, and walk away.
Oh, I didn't mean to fit. Okay, I'm sorry.
Might be why you don't have friends.
Oh.
She whispers. She whispers. She whispers.
No, don't mind her. She has trouble making friends of her own too.
You guys don't leave her in camps for days, do you?
No, we've
Not enough.
freshly met recently, so we've become
Okay.
acquaintances.
I think I need a nap.
Oh yes,
I don't
we're sorry.
feel too good.
Yes, we're sorry we interrupted your
Is he
nap.
dying of
You go ahead and
football?
take the nap, and we'll move on.
Here, let me help.
No,
No.
Mm. You can stay away from me, cat.
we'll make sure to keep the booty cat away.
Boom. He curls into his definitely smaller than he is tent. It's more like a jacket. And you see him
Aw.
kind of lay down.
Back now.
So is that all the information we get out of him?
He goes to sleep now.
Z, do we get a
All
sneak
right.
event?
Since
On
that's
attack.
all from him.
What is wrong with you guys?
No, Zara, you gotta collect soul today, by the way.
I know, but not this.
Also, as a reminder, Zara, the only way you get a soul is if you use your soul absorb ability when you make an attack.
Yes, I was reading that.
Can we? So, Zeta, answer my question. DM, do we not?
No,
What?
we are not killing him.
You
Uh,
would get a sneak attack.
We are not killing
Is that
him.
advantage with it too?
Yeah, it
Move
would be.
on.
He is
Move
poisoned.
on.
Don't die.
You think it'd be
Ed,
wise to leave someone like that there?
Ed,
Yes, because if we return with those other ones in tow, we can use him as a distraction as we move past. No?
They don't seem very kind to him. They might as well just kill him off for being that dumb.
And while
And what
they're
if
killing
others
him,
come
we
by
can
and
make
tell
our
him?
escape. Let me ask you this.
And
Would
we
you
can
have
just-
rather fought 1 or 50 of them?
50, 100, 1,000. I don't give a damn. I would have fought every single one of them.
So you have a death wish then.
I can help with that.
I was born lucky.
I got a quota to meet.
Well, it seems like Zara, we have a willing soul that's just wanting to die.
As she rolls her eyes at Malric.
Ronan just
Listen.
pockets the
He is
bits
still
of
useful.
around the fire.
I agree with Lou. I think we should be on our way.
Rowan, you said you're.
Picking up pieces of the metal. The very.
I just got a notification. TikTok is back in the U.S. Discover new videos and reconnect to TikTok.
Oh, shit, yeah.
16
Yeah, the
hours and
notification just going on, yeah.
immediately just went. Oops, never mind. Joke's on you guys. Welcome back. Have fun.
Yeah.
They banned it. Trump got in and went, no.
No.
Pretty much. Yeah, Ronan's collecting the metal that's
The metal pieces. Gotcha.
of the golem.
You're able to find at least 8 or 9 pieces. They're pretty large chunks of metal. Lou, you're looking at them. They are very, very banged up, rusted, bent, and contorted.
Well, better to have them at least. They are still useful for something.
Yeah, smithing tools.
No, I imagine if I am planning to reactivate it, I can just throw him into a pot of fire and it would heal himself. So, onward. Let us go. Let us go.
So, you guys begin traveling northward.
Mark didn't do anything during that interaction. He has to buy boxes.
Continuing on. As you
Isn't he
continue
still
on.
technically taking damage because he's poisoned?
Yeah.
No, the poison isn't like a
He ju-
continuous damage thing. It's just a status effect.
Oh, he just dies. Well, he's still actively bleeding out, so he's just probably dying in his sleep.
He dies softly in his sleep.
He just dies in his sleep. Should have killed him anyway.
So as you guys continue northward, actually, I'm just gonna leave it on this one because you guys are just traveling north. But you guys begin traveling north now with a little bit of information and what you guys have been able to look for. Go ahead and roll survival checks with advantage.
Okay.
I still find it funny.
Roll survival check with advantage.
Got a 13.
Survival check.
13.
With...
I got an 18.
I got her 15.
How do I do it again? I'm clicking on it.
You hold it, and then it'll say advantage.
Doesn't give me that.
Rowan's kind of looking at his arm at this point. Slightly damn near terrified, but kind of half-ass expected what that blood siphon did.
Can I trip Zara?
Hmm?
I'm gonna trip you.
Doesn't do anything when I hold it.
It should. Oh wait, you're on. I forget. You're on computer now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's on.
Oh,
now.
you're on
Oh,
computer.
dang it.
Just gotta right
Right,
click it.
right click.
Oh,
Okay,
my
sorry.
bad.
I thought you were still on phone. My bad. That's on me.
You're good. You're good. Okay. 18. 18. I was like, I'm holding it, and he's not doing nothing.
So I'm assuming the rest of them are intelligent.
Well, if they're an orc band type, I would assume not.
So, yeah, 15, 18, 18. Not bad. With the information that you guys have, you're able to follow the trails pretty decently. You guys travel for upwards of about 2.5 hours, trekking through the snow. The snow at this point is now probably a foot deep. You're struggling, kind of trekking. And as you are, you begin to feel the wind begin picking up. A very strong draft. As you guys eventually come to a location. Let me go ahead and add
Where the fuck did she go? She just teleported to where?
Who knows?
I sure don't.
Who knows? I'm gonna go get some water real quick. I'll be right back.
You already go to your. You already had one.
What is the marching order? Lou, I assume you're in front.
I'm getting water. I'll be right back.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
And who's behind Lou?
I guess I am.
Malric,
I'm like-
and I assume Zara is near.
And then Yerk, the pussy in the back. Yo.
So as you guys are traveling, actually, we'll wait till she gets back.
Can I pet your dragon?
Do not ask me. Ask him.
You hear in your mind,
bring him
Malric,
out.
"Fuck you! Don't touch me, dirty
You ate
feline."
my steak. Dirty feline.
Oh shit.
You're covered in your own shit.
So, from the long rest that we had before, starting this day, I'm supposed to roll a d6 to create a experimental elixir.
Yes, but you didn't remind me at the beginning of the rest.
I just remembered.
Yep, and we will do that next long rest.
Dang it.
But if you had allowed it, do you want to know which one I would have gotten?
Sure.
I would have gotten transformation. The drinker's body is transformed as if by the alter self-spell. The drinker determines the transformation caused by the spell, the effect of which lasts for 10 minutes.
That's under your features and traits, right?
Yes, experimental elixir is what it's called.
I throw a snowball at the dragon.
Let's see.
Down.
Oh, right. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can magically healing. So that is body is transformed by the altar cells. And that is.
Yeah, I did that the Hemingway way. I meant to pour like a shot and a half,
The level 2 spell.
that was a lot more than a shot and a half. But we're gonna roll with it.
Aquatic adaptation, change appearance, and natural weapons.
Oh, right. Yes, I remember.
Because I have my mom
Okay.
read all my shit.
So,
Alright,
is Zara back yet?
See you back.
Yeah.
I have
Alright.
to
Can I throw a
be
snowball at that respawn?
Sure, go ahead and roll a unarmed strike.
What are you
I don't want.
striking?
Dang.
Fucking Zell
dragon.
with the damn snowball.
Oh,
Hit an 8. I miss. I hit Rowan instead. Oh no, a 13. A 13.
just barely misses.
I hit Rowan instead.
Rowan, you get hit in the head with a snowball.
It's an ice ball.
It is just pure ice. Ding!
that's
But-
it.
As you guys walk, you eventually break away into a clearing. What you guys can see above you or around you is large mountainous terrain. You see ahead of you what looks to be some sort of wooden makeshift bridge. You see a massive chasm on the underside of the bridge. You see there are 2 waterfalls that drop into just a large expanse of sky below. So where this white is on the map, that is sky.
Oh,
And on
Oh.
either side are waterfalls. And
Oh, so before we're dead.
you look across the chasm and you see what looks to be the faint bit of firelight. You can barely make out what seems to be the sound of conversation moving around.
Maybe I should leave this. Since I'm
Well, I hope our big old pot doesn't mind getting a little wet.
do we understand what's the language that's being spoke? Like,
Roll a perception check.
All of us.
Damn it.
You guys are about
got a 17.
about 140 feet away. So
Z, do I get any advantage or no?
I was going to say, quick question, because I haven't dealt with this before. Proficiency means I get to add my proficiency bonus. What if it's expertise?
it adds double.
So it adds double? So
Yes, it should do the math on it already.
Okay. So yes, 17.
17. Malric got a 3 as always.
It's just gobbledygook to me, bro.
I don't think Malric ever really knows where he is at any given point.
No, after being hit in the head too many times in that gladiator ring, I guess.
Yeah.
No.
So with a 17, you can barely make out the sounds. Yeah, it's pretty decent food.
You
It's
guys
pretty
ready?
good.
There's-
Do you want to try? Yeah, I'll try. How about you?
Yes, I'll take a bit of it as well.
Okay, so yeah, it wasn't like
British.
what the conversation was. It was more like if she could understand the language.
Uh,
So
they're speaking in very broken common tongue.
common. Okay, so that at least works. So
Oh, that's.
Great, more retard.
well, it
Wait,
seems that
hold
they're-
up. Shouldn't I get fucking advantage on that roll? Because
Why?
they are Draconic. Well, are they speaking Draconic or just.
No, broken
Broken.
broken common. And besides, it's a distance thing, not a understanding what they're
I have
saying.
I have a command spell, so technically, can I just tell one of them to jump?
It cannot be a command that would result in the harming of oneself.
Dang it.
And there are
Well,
there are certain commands that you can give.
Well, they are conversation at least, so maybe we can converse with them, and instead of going guns a blazing.
Perhaps I could try to speak to these barbarians.
I should lead the talking. They understand common, at least, so I think it would be.
Like the
Valid.
little friend said, they're not very much the talking type.
How did Elazar die? Elazar.
Elisar
not
just
dead.
portaled away.
Yeah, she
Damn.
just saw the
Like,
saw
fuck you
danger. Like,
guys.
"Oop."
That's crazy.
She's seen that we're about to attack people, and I was like, no. Just nope the fuck out of there.
So one of them spoke like somewhat more clear. So they're not all like, orcs.
If we
Hey, it
can
looks
convince them
like-
to let us convince to talk to their boss, that's all we need.
Ladies first. No, he paused my games.
Who has the best charisma? Not me. That's for sure.
You got 16.
I got a
I got
plus 3.
16 Riz. Plus 3.
I got
Mm.
17, or I got 11.
Blue
Or
would be
13.
best because I'm at a 0 for charisma.
I'm at 14. Oh, wait. That's, oh no, I'm at 0. Well, 11.
I got a plus 3 on 16. Oh, wait, no, I got a plus 3. Oopsies. I'm dumb.
Okay. Looks like Blue, you're up.
Just staring at that.
All right. So, what are you all doing?
We should probably cross the bridge, no?
Let us
think your nose.
let us get up to the bridge. Lou will head up to the bridge.
I'll follow behind Lou.
I'll follow behind Lou.
Um,
Yeah, I'll follow behind Lou.
is there any activity like
So-
them noticing us coming up?
From what you can see as you're approaching the bridge, you see this chasm above, in front of you. From the wind, and you kind of take a general peek over the edge. This probably drops around 1,500 feet or so. You can see the curve on the underside of the island as you look down, and you just see the clouds moving beneath. You
But
guys,
none of the-
you guys are. It's odd. You know you're on an island, right? Surrounded by waters, but as you are looking down, it almost looks like another sky below. Massive cavern, if you will, below this island, underground.
I'm also checking like behind me to make sure like we're not being followed by that other creature that we
Greg just tries to follow us.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a perception check. No,
I'd
my
be sad.
my friends, they're leaving me. I thought they'd hang around for a bit.
I would have stayed. I should have stayed. No, I'm just kidding. What'd
Would've
you say?
ripped his head off.
Perception?
Perception, yes.
Yeah.
A 10.
Of course. Can't see anything. It looks pretty clear.
Lee, I'm blind as
Looks pretty clear. But
It's like-
That's what happens when you're dumb.
as you approach, you see what looks to be 2 foot soldiers, about half the size, darker greener scales. You see one is in the process of kind of walking, and he kind of stops about halfway as he's checking.
Who goes there?
Your
Lou
mama?
will
No, just kidding.
raise your hands like, I come in peace. I wish to speak to your boss.
What do you want?
He has something of mine that I'm hoping we can barter.
He
to
has
get
a
back.
short sword in his hand.
I pull out my short sword for intimidation.
We didn't take anything from you.
Did you
We've-
take a black box that you tore apart to make armor?
No.
Maybe.
And even if we
That-
did, we found it and it's ours.
So
I-
either you
that's-
did or you didn't. So it sounds like you did.
I am just here-
Anything we find is property of the master.
Can I talk to this master to see if he's willing to barter for it?
I don't know. He turns around and looks at the other one. Jimmy! Jimmy!
Hey.
Yeah? What do you
Selfie.
need? Yeah? Do you want to talk to the master? Should I let him in?
Oh my god, they're English.
I don't fucking know. Maybe one of them. Maybe. Alright. You can have one of you come in and talk to the master.
I guess that is me. Will y'all be alright out here?
I'd prefer to go with
I don't
you.
know.
I'll be alright.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
No, I'm fear for myself being with you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I take out my ration
keep hold here.
What about what? Can I take out my ration and persuade them to add one more?
What are you saying to him?
I don't
Make
think
it
they're
2 and you
hungry.
get this sweet, nice little rat. You don't know. You don't fucking know. What do you know?
Nothing.
What is it you got there?
Exactly. It's a nice, sweet treat if you're willing to add another one to come across.
I think the master will be okay with one more. I don't see why that would be an issue.
Okay, thanks, Mauer.
He,
I
I
think
grab her.
he begins
Oh.
walking over, and he stands over here. He takes the ration from you, and he kind of looks over his shoulder.
I look at him like with a disgusted face.
All right, I guess you can go in. Only
Perhaps
you
I-
Let's go
two,
in.
though.
Thank you. She'll go ahead and start going across.
Who is joining you?
I am, I guess, to be her muscle.
Is your being loose muscle?
Imagine the little dragon just swoops in and takes it.
So,
That would
so
be
what
nice.
you guys see is as you approach this camp,
Oh, good effing luck.
you see two smaller looking creatures, dark blackened scales, the size of a gnome or a dwarf, just hanging off of trees. You see small furled wings, large pikes in their hand. You see another one sitting by the fire with two of these larger dreadnought draconians, and you see two other draconians in robes, these brackish brown and green deteriorated robes, staffs in their hand, kind of hunched back over the fire.
Jimmy, what do you have there?
The other guy's named Jimmy. Oh wait, no.
We have two visitors. They want to see their master. Keep an eye on them.
Real quick, I forgot something real quick. Sorry. Real quick. And she's going to head back to Rowan real quick. You said you had a way to power my golem. And she's
So,
whispering this.
Jimmy, is it?
Yeah, it's Jimmy.
Can I have that power source? Just in case.
How are you, Jimmy?
I can't fucking I can't understand Lou right now. I can't hear him. I can't hear him whispering. Shut the fuck up, Ed.
She's making sure to whisper so the other thing's not going to hear. You said you had a power source to power my golem. Would it be all right if I take that power source now to power it, just in case?
Rowan gives a slight nod. I guess perhaps. But
Mayhaps.
I have preferred to have joined you over there. Just in case. I mean, I know how these things are, but
Trust me,
here you
if it goes south, you'll know.
Rowan kind of fumbles, pulling out the, tiny fucking pure core from his signet ring there, and hands it off to Lou.
And
Go
you see
ahead
that
and roll a dexterity check for me. Actually, this would be sleight of hand.
I was about to say, could it be an advantage because she's going to open up kind of a compartment in her hand that it could just be slightly quickly put in to keep it hidden.
It is 18, my good sir.
18. Quickly enough, you're able to just pop out the arcane core. Lou, the normal arcane cores that you use are about yay big.
Mhm.
This one is like yay big.
Oh nah.
But
So,
it's still a pure one.
It's still a pure one, but you're not sure to what extent it'll power. It'll definitely put some power into it, but to whether it's full capabilities.
If it moves, that's even better. If it moves, I can get access. If I get access to my equipment, that's good. If it can move, and I get access to my equipment, even better.
All right.
Back up. I returned. Sorry.
So, Jimmy, you miss a Greg?
Yeah, that guy's a fucking idiot.
No, we met him. He's actually quite nice at least.
He was supposed to
Yeah.
stop anybody from coming over here, but I guess he doesn't know how to do his fucking job properly.
Oh no, he knew how to do his job.
Doesn't seem like it. You're
We
still
became
living.
friends. Exactly, because we became friends. We can become friends with y'all.
He doesn't deserve friends. He's a piece of shit.
What is it that he did that upsets you?
He's terrible at fighting, and he eats too much. And he's just all around kind of a dimwit.
Oh.
Anyway, speaking to the master now.
Yeah, Gerald's in there. He'll take you in to see the master.
Have a good one, Jimmy.
You too. As you walk up, yes, as my compatriot said, my name's Gerald. I'll be taking you in to see the master. I've got to keep an eye on you. No weapons out, please.
No, you'll find none on me.
All right. I just take out my great sword and hand it to him. Just way too heavy for him.
You see he just waves his hand, and this aura surrounds it, and it begins just floating. And he just
The
waves.
fucking greatsword?
Yeah, the greatsword, and he waves, and the greatsword goes and floats over to some of the boxes and lands on it.
Be careful with that.
Oh, I'll do with it as I please. Follow me.
And you guys begin walking past. You walk by the fire, these two massive dreadnoughts sitting there staring at you, just snarling, their teeth watering. As you walk up to the entrance of this large cave, you see one of probably twice the size of Greg, at about 9 feet tall. You see
Holy
this one
shit.
just crossing his arms. You see he's got a massive battle axe on his back.
What do you want?
I'm not certain. Are you the master of these?
No, I'm not. They're here to see the master. They have something they want to talk to him about.
He kind of eyes you.
You try anything and you'll be dinner.
Of course.
Crush your head like a grape.
Oh, very much so. Yes.
He steps to the side
What is this?
as you guys enter the cave. Scene swap.
What are me and Rowan doing? Just chilling. I
What
guess
on
I'm.
earth?
Their thumbs.
We're just
Oh yeah, well, you're eating my rations in my
patty cake with
backpack.
it.
I ain't even eating. I'm just kind of chilling. Okay.
The other guy just looks at your rations.
So pretty good.
Come on, out with it.
I'm actually out hanging out with Rowan's dragon. We're both taking
Dragon.
turns taking parts of the rations. One for you, one for
No
me,
worries.
one for you, one for me.
The little
No,
dragon will be my ration.
Zelda would be on my shoulder because I would have the hood up. I'm like, they're just damn near fucking freezing, just holding myself together at this point.
They have
I'm
the
cold.
Ender Dragon in here? That's crazy.
Excuse me?
Yeah, there's a
Hi.
Minecraft D&D book now.
Oh.
Yeah, it just ends off. The last thing we hear, I am Steve.
So what you see is as you enter, you see curled up in this ice
Holy
cave is you
shit.
see, as Lou and Malric walk in, you see about a 30 to 35 foot tall, and that would be 5, 10, 15 by 15 foot curled dragon on this pile of ice. You see underneath the ice, you see it frozen with various gold, silvers, weaponry on this horde of frozen items. check something.
Is it like that one scene from The Hobbit or whatever? The gold.
Not as big.
What's that dude's name? The dragon?
Smog.
Smog. Yeah.
Smaug.
So
Or
you guys see this massive curled up blue dragon on top of this frozen horde of items. There are some unfrozen items around, but you see it just sitting there staring. You see lightning is crackling around its mouth. You see lightning arcing through the ice below.
Why do you come here to my domain?
You see
As I understand it, your underlings have taken my equipment. I was hoping to barter or see if there's a way I might be able to get it back.
Barter? You want to trade with me?
I see. Why not? I see that you are interested in shiny things and exotic things. So
I do like exotic things, but I like meat more. And your friend looks like he has quite a bit on him.
Sure does.
he sure does.
You see he
But-
reaches one of his claws down into the ice. You see it cracks as he pulls what looks to be a large, almost mammoth-like creature out as he rips the leg off of one of it. And just... You see electricity arcing around. Its piercing yellow-blue eyes just staring down. The large horns coming out of its front end. The curled
even-
wings around.
Even with him, he's not much of a meal to you, unfortunately.
It's been a while since I've had lionkin. I miss the taste.
he's just being the dragon right now, eating.
I know.
Yeah. That's his excuse to eat, spent prick.
If
I'm
there
just
is a
kidding.
way that I can get my equipment back, what would it be?
What do you have on you to offer me?
I have knowledge of another world.
I don't care for knowledge. I'm not gold.
There's an entire city you can take for yourself.
A city, you say? Now, domain would be worth it. It's been a while since I've owned anything other than a cave.
I imagine. It's still a nice cave, but I'm sure it grows tiring.
What place do you offer me?
What was the name of the city again that we were at?
Port Ardres?
Port Arduous.
Jesus.
Oh,
Right, the fucking nice bartender lady.
Oh man, not the
There's
bartender.
a Port Arduous, not far from here, that is ripe for the taking.
I know the city. They have ballista. They shoot at me whenever I'm flying.
Not if those ballistas were somehow disappeared, not in use.
What is your name, weakling?
You may call me Lou.
Lou. I am Lydrin.
If you want to write
nice
that,
to meet
if you want to write that down, I can tell you how to
How do
spell
you-
it.
Yes, how do you spell that?
Lydrun. Lydrin.
You know what I just imagine? He just broke that voice and just started spelling it out for him in perfect English.
Exactly.
write
It
that
is
down.
Liedrun.
L-I-D.
Oh dang it! The heck?
oh man, Z. Can't wait to probably make a history check. I say probably.
You have to pay for a word?
But to be able to do
You
this,
you do. Like I said, I can get you word for free. So
This is bullshit. I'll just use Notepad for now.
Word?
to
What do
be
you mean
able
word?
to do this feat of offering you support, I am going
also
to need...
he continues to talk. Sorry, I was writing it down.
Oh, okay.
My name is Lydron. The Thundering Omen is what they call me. This city, you say you can take the ballistas and allow me to take the city as my own.
Very easily, yes.
What will you do about the dragons, guard, the pesky little guardsmen of the Tolarusian Empire?
I do not have much knowledge on them, unfortunately. But if I get assistance on that, it'd be another thing.
You want to strike a deal with a dragon?
If it means to getting my equipment back.
Hmm. What is it that your equipment looks like?
It is a black box.
Hmm.
You see him reach a hand down into the hoard, looking trifling around, and begins pulling up. And you see between two of his claws, he sets down your box. It is very disheveled, very torn to bits. Seems they only made it past like the first or second layer of armament on it, but definitely gonna require some work.
But it'd be fully operational if it had the right power source.
Yeah.
Okay.
Limited, but
Yeah.
functional.
Yeah.
Is this what you're looking for?
It is. I am, yes.
Hmm. How do I know you're not lying to me?
Do you happen to have a mana core?
An arcane core?
Arcane core, yes.
You digging up in his ass or something?
God. Stupid.
I do have some arcane cores around.
If they are the purest ones, I can show you that I can activate this box.
Even I don't have pure arcane cores. As a
Then
human, you should know how hard they are to come by. I do have others, though.
Damn, that smacking of your food in your mouth. Crazy.
Big lips, baboon.
would I be
Wow.
able to would I be able to just shove those smaller ones in without having to refine it to power at least?
Maybe.
Maybe.
You'd have to get your hands on to try.
If you are willing for a demonstration, I will need 5 wind arcane cores, and I'll be able to show you what this box can do. The cores
Do
will not be
you
destroyed.
need 5 specifically, or can you use others?
Honestly, I have not experimented with a mixed bag. It's better to use 5 of the same kind, if you have it.
Try this one.
You see
He
he
shits
picks
them
up one about the size of Yerk and
Damn.
crushes it into the ground. It's about the size of you, a little smaller, and you see the inside is just electrified. It's arcing all over.
Okay.
Will that work for you?
Oh, most definitely. And she'll get to work getting those 5 cores that she needs to power the golem.
You'll
currently.
probably just be able to connect it if you have some. I mean, there's probably enough exposed wires that you could probably connect it directly to the massive fucking arcane core he just set in the middle of the room.
Okay.
You said a demonstration, yes.
Yes, a thought came up, DM. If I connect the pure and this other one, how much power would it get?
Quite a bit of power. It would be stationary, but it'd get quite a bit of power.
This is kind of a stretch, I know. Would it be enough power to one-shot the dragon?
Don't know till you try.
Hmm.
Don't fucking dare.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Do it. That's a big arcane core. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do
Really
it.
devil's bargain.
If Will does it,
Oh.
that means that the rest of us has to fucking fight or run. And I don't think the lion will be able to run fast enough.
I don't think it'll have enough charge
Lion,
afterwards
brother,
to be able to do
I can run
anything if I
faster
do
than
this
all of
one
you.
giant shot.
Wait, hold on. Outweigh the pros and cons of this.
You're
Well,
not
actually, I
there.
wanna
You're
look
not.
at
You're not.
this.
You're not there. It's just Malric and Lou in this
Well,
room.
I'm still deciding this, so I don't mind the input from the great beyond.
That's
Great
that's
idea.
meta. That's metagaming.
It's not metagaming if I'm
Yeah.
deciding. If I'm using it to do something specific, that'd be one thing. But if I'm flip flopping between, I wouldn't count it as meta knowledge.
We're all family now. We talk
Because I am
telepathy.
trying to compile pros and cons right now, and that's what they're offering.
So, are you going to demonstrate?
It's like a fucking eye test.
I'm kind of like,
Look into this.
could I roll a intelligence check to math out if the turret would have enough power to do the one shot and still be able to move?
Sure. It's gonna be a pretty high DC there, bud.
I imagine, but even if I get close to it, it might sway the decision. Ooh. 21.
21.
You
Perfect,
can
Matt.
definitely tell
Blackjack.
if you used all of the attacks, you probably wouldn't be able to move it afterwards.
I won't be able to move it afterwards. Okay, so we'd have to carry it. She'll look over to Malric and be how strong do you think you are, Malric? Would you be able to carry this?
Arcane core or the box itself?
The box itself.
Probably struggle a little. Shouldn't be no big deal.
Are you going to demonstrate, or do I need to take it back? My time is being wasted. If you wish to get me the city, then we can strike a deal. I am not one to pass up the opportunities.
Here we go. She'll take out the cords, set the cords on the stone, and place the pure one into the port for the battery size.
Go ahead
It
and
def-
go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
Oh god.
Someone update me. What's going on?
That is a 22.
22. Damn. As it begins to whir up, you see the box begin to
Sounds familiar.
Malric, you see this large
Yeah.
quadrupedal creature golem appear. As it you see it spurring, you see it twitching, you see many of the interior components are very damaged.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Before she fires it at the dragon, she's definitely gonna get her equipment that she needs: the mask, the gun, everything.
So you
Oh
grab
my
your
god.
as you're
Gotta have
beginning
my
to
equipment
grab.
at least.
So that's what you want to use to take out parts of the city.
And look how strong it can be as she slips on the mask and fires at the dragon with its full force.
Jesus. Yeah, that went from 0 to 10.
Let me roll something real quick.
You killed us all. Well,
Under or over? Under or
D100. Can I
I'm-
ask if it was a D20
Nope.
or D100 at least?
Nope.
No,
Under
okay.
under or over?
Under.
Do over and try to play it. Oh.
All right. So you see the turret go.
Uh-oh.
Boom! You see the back end of the turret blow out
Alright.
as the
Oh.
turret, as the legs, as you see the arcane core.
Doesn't seem like much of a capability.
God damn it.
We're dead.
It wasn't a
Dead.
pure enough arcane core.
Are you
And it's been
blaming
damaged.
my cause?
No.
For its misdeed?
No, there's also the extent of the damage that it has came across.
He's gonna
It's
roll
going
an
to take some
he's gonna
time.
roll an insight check.
Do I need to roll a deception?
Yes.
Okay.
Literally.
What'd you roll?
Natural 20.
Mm.
Plus a 3, so it's a 23.
23.
Well, maybe. If you can prove to me, because this doesn't look like it's working, if you can go and take the ballista down and let me know when they're down, maybe I can come take the city, pry their pockets open for a reward, for protection. And then maybe I can give it back to you. As he reaches and grabs the turret and buries it back in the ice.
A rock just falls on his head because of the destruction.
Do we have a deal? Or I could take your life and wait for another group of adventurers to come around. I don't want to kill you, but if you can't offer me anything, then there's no point in you being around.
Hey, dude, mouth wide open. What's in that damn cup?
Nice.
Ice.
Unless I am able to
That's
repair it, I'm unable to take out the ballista without my turret golem.
Then you can
That's just-
find another way.
It may take a while if that is alright.
Come back to me when it's done. I'll
Very
let
well.
you have your time. But I have your scent. So if you slight me, or try to trick me,
The burp.
I will remember you forever.
Of course.
I am fair when others are fair to me. Do not trick
fair
me
it
and do not lie.
And fair is fair.
Mm.
Kalimdor, crush this guy's balls.
Roll divine intervention.
Right.
Roll a D100.
Oh, what would he even do? I don't want him to actually do that. What would he do?
I don't know. Find out. Roll a D100.
Dude.
You have to roll
Okay.
100 every day.
You know what that robot looks like to me? You know that robot looks like to me.
87.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Sure, one time use for the day though.
Yep.
Fuck you.
Useless god.
Boom.
We shall take,
Literally.
take our leave then.
Just a random lightning strike just hits me. Oh!
I wish to see you another day.
Likewise,
What
Chimbata.
day would that be?
Jimbot.
Whenever you get it done, I'll be waiting.
It's a shame.
And we'll take our leave.
All right. As you leave, but you were able to gather your items out of it, so you have your backpack
Yeah.
and
At
inventory.
least I have my inventory, my weapons and shit. So.
It only took.
It's
20
because Zetch
years.
doesn't want to give me the turret golem.
You just keep rolling
he
bad.
knows it's too powerful.
So you guys eventually make your way back to the rest of the party. You see Malric and Lou walking back across the bridge.
So I see then no box being trailed behind anyone.
We move on. Quickly.
Okay.
As she's like telling them like we got to go now.
We got to go meow.
Zara's looking back behind her shoulders, just like making sure nothing's trailing us
So
again.
you guys begin trailing back out into the wilderness. If there's any conversation you would like to have during your travel,
Yes.
now is the
will
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be the.
Can I just what's that? Interrogate Lou?
All right.
Just grab her by the fucking neck, just lift her up.
Jesus, she's an old lady.
I don't give a damn.
Okay, what do you say?
Drink.
What the hell was that? And you know what you just did? You just doomed us. How are we supposed to take down a city's defense?
There's a sudden barrel underneath your chin. And it's not of the revolver that you have seen, as you've seen from Yerk to have. This one is more of a Colt 1911 for us.
Oh Lord.
Bro's got that USP 45.
45 ACP.
Well, do you want the
Killing
actual
the
like?
soul.
Do you want the actual standard issue?
You want? Isn't the standard issue like M9?
So there's the M9 or the USP 45 with the suppressor.
The Colt version.
So the Colt M9 with a suppressor on it, placed at the bottom of your chin.
Yeah. I
Damn.
suggest you put me down and we will talk through it.
Either way, we are dead, regardless or not.
If you do not,
I don't know
hear
what
me
it is,
out,
so I'm not scared by it.
You should be. You've not seen what it has done to the Draconic that it had fired upon before. It is the same style as that revolver that, like I said, Yerk has, and we have seen its destructive power. Imagine what it would do with your head.
Need I care?
No, because you are wanting death anyway, so I'm doing you a service. Now kindly release me.
Rowan's too cold to even speak right now.
I throw her on Rowan. Toss her on Rowan. Whoop.
Now, if we are able to speak without interruptions, it is an adult blue dragon that is the master of these things.
Huh.
Zara, you would know that is big bad. That is like
Yeah.
certain death.
You said dragon? Oh.
Yes, dragon.
Well, I was not expecting that. Well, I agree. We definitely need to be heading out. That is not something we should have even attempted to have conversation with. I agree with Malric.
Well, it has been conversationed with, and it has our scent. Well, specifically
Rowan,
mine and Malric's.
Rowan holds up both of his hands. You spoke to a dragon?
Yes.
What was his name?
Its name was Lydra.
Big Droon.
Elidrin.
Lydron.
Lydron.
Lord have mercy.
Lydrin.
Rowan's pet dragon's like,
Huh. Hey, Z. Does a 20 on history hit?
4.
Knowing of the dragon.
So, you would, with a with a dirty 20, you've read a lot about Tolarus and its dragons. Dragon lore, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
The name Lydron also, I put it in the chat, the information reference.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize the name. You would know that Lydron, the Thundering Omen, is the elder brother to Noldris, the Champion in White, one of the 5 chromatic dragons that at one point reigned supreme over Tolarus before the Sylviar family took control and they were forced into hiding.
Oh,
that's such a cooler name too.
you spoke to an ancient dragon that ruled these lands.
You would also, now that he's talking about it, Zara, you would also know this.
Yeah.
As soon as you laid eyes on him, you shouldn't have gotten the fuck out of there.
Not good company.
What?
And they will hunt no matter what, even if you give him what he wants.
Rowan throws his hands up and just shakes his head and turns to go back to the town. At least try to.
So regardless, either way, we're screwed. Whether we get what we need or not. He's gonna kill us regardless. Or at least attempt.
Not entirely. He is, as Greg had said, willing to speak and willing to bargain.
But yes, willing to speak and bargain.
The price of said bargain is the port city.
And how are we allowing ourselves to speak on behalf of that city to allow him to hunt?
Never said it was being allowed to. We'd have to destroy the ballistas for him to take over.
Okay.
Even better.
Okay.
That was sarcasm.
Yes, we got that.
Yes.
Well, apparently some of us don't know what the fucking dragon did to half the country.
He's a cruel man.
Taya's freaking out.
Yes.
What did I say about saying the word deal?
Yeah.
Well, technically, there was never a deal said. Just, I got your scent. Fucking do it.
You guys are a bunch of mayflies.
Listen, all we have to do.
All your intelligence.
All we have to do is to take out the ballistas. Whatever happens afterwards, different story.
LSR leaves immediately evil.
Immediately. Oh, good. Well, I
Everyone's
guess
just
we'll
so
be on.
just going mentally insane at this point. Fuck.
So,
Now Zara has a headache.
so as you guys are having this conversation and walking down the snow trail back towards the city, you come across the campsite where Greg had been.
Oh no.
And you see an individual sitting at the campfire. You don't see Greg around. This individual, Lou, it catches your eye. It looks familiar to someone that you know, but different. You see what looks to be elven features from the back. You see a fine, dark, charcoal gray suit. You see long, sandy, kind of almost tan, like dark tan, brown hair. You see elven ears. You see a hat, kind of cowboy-esque hat, almost like a gambler's hat. You know, the short, flat-top, wide-brimmed ones? Just sitting at the fire. As you begin approaching, you all hear a voice in your head. You finally made it back. Why don't you take a seat?
Oh hell.
We need to talk. And as the figure turns around, you see a deep green tie, and you see a wooden mask curled over it with a large smile across. No eyes, but just a large smile. And that is where we are going to end the session today.
Dang it.